Anyways, 40 months, here we go. Oh, 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 oh.
Good evening, one and all. It is Sunday, it's the end of the week, and it is time that we jump into some more good old Warframe. Welcome everyone, hope you're doing well where you are around the world today. Hope you have had yourselves a wonderful weekend. We've got a lot of new people in today. With the IGN command, if the bot doesn't respond to you, it's because it was just in the process of handling someone else's username, so you can always give it another try until the bot does reply to you. It's just so that should you win any giveaway, either today or at any point in the future on this channel, I know exactly where we're sending the prize. It is as simple as that. It is a permanent record, but only permanent insofar as you can update it as you please whenever the stream's are live. So if you do end up changing your username, don't forget to let me know. But otherwise, yeah, once you've done it and the bot says, yep, it's all done for you, you're sorted. It is really that simple. As for how to enter into the giveaway itself, though, now that you do need to stick around throughout the stream today. We'll be doing a full Prime Access giveaway, courtesy of DE. They're the ones handing out the pack. They've passed it over to me for the opportunity to share it with one of you wonderful people. So at roughly 1 hour into the stream today, at roughly 2 hours in, and at roughly 3 hours in, which for those of you following UK time, that is going to be at 8, 9 and 10 PM UK, I will open up the draw and you will not miss it. I guarantee you that if you're watching the stream, you'll see the draw open up as to when you can join in at a chance to win. And you can join in all 3 times for triple the chance to be the winner walking away with that pack at the end of the stream here. And if it does mean that you need to head off out early, if you can only watch for 1 hour or 2 hours rather than a full 3 hours, that's absolutely fine. You still get your chance to win. It's naturally not as high as if you stick around for all 3 chances to enter, but it's still fairer than just doing it all right at the end. So that's why we do it that way. It is as simple as that. But for the meantime, for this first hour, all it is just people using the good old IGN command. I see y'all. And again, if the bot doesn't respond to you, it was just in the process of replying to someone else. It takes about 2 seconds for the bot to handle one person's username. The reason it takes 2 seconds is I told it to take 2 seconds. Any quicker than that, and it risks things breaking. That's just how the internet be. Ooh. Cheers, class point. So, aside from a big ol' giveaway, absolutely, I intend to get cracking on with all the weeklies I have neglected this entire week. Because let's face it, I've been putting out quite a few YouTube shorts if nothing else, and those do take a hot moment to put together. My words, the investigation required to figure out what on earth was going on with Arcane Crepuscular, with Harmony, with Melee Afflictions and Varuna all in one package. That was certainly a doozy. If you haven't seen the breakdown on what's up with that, definitely check out over on the YouTube channel. But yeah, welcome on in everyone. I am also probably going to miss people's messages in the various commands being summoned here today, so if I do miss your message, I do apologize. I will try and catch as many as possible. We all know how that goes as well. So to get us started, let's pop on over to the Sanctum Anatomica. Let's have a look as to what weekly hell I have waiting for me. I mean, it can't be too bad, right? Can't be too bad. Oh, have we got a space and using? Oh, I thought I... Nope, I guess I never got around to fixing the command for that one, did I? Hold on, whose was that? Yamaniki. Hold on, let me scroll up there. Scroll. Wait, did I scroll past it? Oh, no. Mouse. Cooperate. There it is. Yeah, I see it's an Xbox username. Right, okay, that's fun. And we got a highlighted message here from Kaisin saying PS5 IGN, but PC IGN is different. Guess it doesn't matter since I have cross-save enabled. I would say if you do have cross-save enabled, which means you'll have a different username on PC, pop down the PC one just to be absolutely certain. PC usernames also can't have spaces in them, which means I know the bot will work with it. It is an unfortunate reality that the bot can only handle so many commands, or so many bits and pieces. I do need to at some point get around to refactoring it so that it asks for platform then username to accommodate spaces. I think is the fix I'll need to do for that, but right now it only handles IGN, username without spaces, and then platform. So if you do have a space for your username but also have a cross-save account, use the PC username, because that way it'll definitely work. If you don't, I'll have to find some other fix on that for you. Also, Queen, you've already put your username in. Don't force the bot to do stuff when you've already done it. Come on, Queen, you're a regular here. You have a silver teapot, damn it. Did I fix the arena timer in the program? I have not prioritized that as yet, considering it was just a display error and nothing else. No, I have not fixed that one yet, no. Alright, what have I got available to me in terms of weaponry for this week? I have got a Urali Saranor Cytonine pick. That's a nice varied set of Warframes. God, he really rambles on a bit for this, doesn't he? We've got the Strun Airlock or Javlock, the Ballistica Zakti or Coolstar, the Rumblejack Dragonicana or Pupicist. I've got to say, that is not the most enticing. I know the Strun is a plenty capable weapon, but it's not exactly a weapon I really favour. Overall, these are not ideal choices. And then what have we got down here? Lose 2 energy per second for each enemy within 10 meters. Gain puncture status every time I take damage. Max ammo on all weapons is reduced by 75%. And I've reduced my armor by casting abilities. Okay, wow, those are some hefty ones to deal with here. For Lucas, thank you very much for dropping your prime. Welcome into the channel proper and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. All the other bits and pieces that come along with that, especially no more ads for you. Yeah, this is certainly a week of options, and I'll be quite honest, when I see such a horrible set of options in terms of weaponry, as well as some really unfriendly options, certainly undersupplied in there as well, I end up going, what single Warframe can just carry me through this? Just straight up pick an Exalted Frame and just be done with it at that point, because that is a single slot override that can do everything for you. And yeah, Dante is a big one for that. Lavos is not a big one for that. As much as Lavos ignores energy exhaustion, Fractured Armor will absolutely sunder Lavos. Truly devastate him. Especially if you're trying to use him as a caster Lavos to try and get away with having unideal weapons, basically. So yeah. In terms of missions, we've got Alchemy with Alchemical Invulnerability. Great. So that means we need specific amphors for them. Vampiric Liminus. Great. So that rules out Saren, doesn't it? And post-mortal surges. Yeah, that really rules Altaria. Disruption with unified purpose. All enemies can target and destroy conduits. Commanding culverins, which will deal more damage to Overguard and Ecomex. Dante's looking a little bit at this point. And hostile regeneration doesn't really matter. Mirror defense to finish it off, which has barbed glyphs, so that damages us when we pick them up. Fortified foes, which includes Guardian Xmas units. That's fun. And Bold Venture, which isn't really a concern. It's small stat changes. This is a little bit of a toughie this week, isn't it? There's no assassination in there, but it's still a little bit of a toughie to put it all together. That is rough. Okay. So the question is how to go about this. Now, there are various exalted frames which help get around the weapon situations. I wouldn't want to have an exalted frame which relies on armor. So that also rules out Atlas, as someone mentioned. Just the constant casting of Atlas with fractured armor. Yeah, cool. Welcome to death. And Shieldgate Atlas, as much as it technically exists, I just don't like the idea of it. Styanax is not an exalted frame, so that's out. I'd like to have an actual weapon, not just spam 4 all the time. So what I'm taking away from this is that I probably could pull off something like either Mesa, Dante, Titania. Hell, I could even go for a Gara. However, it's also not an exalted frame. Doing well. Doing well. Hildren is also an option, absolutely. Hildren is also an option. To be quite honest, I see enough Hildrens going around at the moment. I see enough of that frame. Out of my options. I think I'm gonna go with a Mesa on this one. And if it goes badly, then I'll switch to Gara. Let's start with a Mesa on this one. So, with this then, I'm not going to be going in alone though. If you'd like to join me in this mission, you're absolutely welcome to do so. Send me a message in game, that is the Kengineer, and I'll bring you into the squad. Eliu, one of our regulars, already knows immediately what's coming on that. Come on in there, Eliu. Oh, we've got another Xbox username with a space in it, is that? Hold on, who's that one? Stanway 2007. God, how many spaced usernames are there? What happened to usernames not having spaces in? Xbox, why are you like this? Yeah, I see it. Okay, right. So yeah, if you are on Xbox and Xbox allowed you to put a username with a ridiculous space in the middle of it, which works with basically nothing ever, Xbox Y, preferably if you have cross-save set up, put in your PC details instead, please. Nope, Samuel, you just did the exact same thing again and hoped it would go well for you. Again, the spaces just don't process. I do need to get around to finding a way to get the bot to handle that. But in the meantime, if you can use your cross-saved PC details, whatever those are, they won't have a space in, and the bot can handle that. And it still goes to the same account. Best I can do for you on that. Alright, we have our squad here. 3 mugs and a... You know what, that's such a small icon from this perspective, I actually can't tell. It's too detailed. I don't recognize the glyph on the account there, sorry. Well, let's switch in on my various bits and pieces. So we said we're going to go with a Mesa to mix things up, because it's been a while since I played Mesa. Now, the core build is probably going to be a good starting point, but there's going to be the concern of maintaining energy with all considered. So, as much as I've got Nourish there, which is going to come in very nicely. Is that the Chroma Accolade? Ah, okay. Good to know. So yeah, as much as this has plenty of support in itself there, I mean, I've got Energize built into it, I want to give it just a little bit more energy support because of that risk of energy drain, and that is going to be with Energy Nexus. Energy Nexus plus the bonus I get here from Nourish, I should be getting around about 6 energy per second when I'm out of Peacemaker. Now, granted, that's not going to work in Peacemaker, though, is it? So it would really be just a backup plan of if I have fallen out of Peacemaker, which maybe I don't want that. Come to think of it, no, I don't want that. Darn. Okay, new plan. New plan. Yeah, let's go back to the blinding on it then. The blinding is an effective control aspect. We'll go with that. It'll be fine. Right, let's equip these other weapons then. Strun. There is my Strun Prime. It is an Incarnate. I have no idea how modded it is. It's not fully modded. What fell off of you? That's the capacity of something fell off. What fell off? Was it Galvanized Acceleration? I wouldn't want to use Galvanized Acceleration looking at this, but that could have been the issue. Also, that gives us a bit more space. Hold on, now I can put in something a little stronger, such as... I don't particularly want the Prime Point Blank there. A lot of those are not really great for us.
Back on subscribing. Let's see how far this streak will be.
Yo! Shedspot, thank you very much for resubscribing there. You're up on a 25-month streak at the moment, so doing plenty well on that. Thank you very much for dropping your Prime here once again. Always appreciated. Always appreciated on that. I'm not entirely sure what mod I had on here originally, so I'm just going to throw in Prime Point Blank and not think about it too much. I'm barely going to be using it because Mesa is going to be the focus. Next up then, let's just throw on the Zacti and call it a day. I'm not even going to look at the modding on it, it's going to make me sad. And then Rumblejack, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright then. Yo! That's not something we hear every day. Someone, and that's all it's saying, someone. I appreciate words. Anonymity there. Gods, why was that one a difficult one today? All the same, thank you very much, whoever you are, for picking up a mug from the merch store. Look forward to that popping into your IRL inbox as and when that gets printed and shipped out. Cheers on that. I don't think I can see from here which size of mug you decided to pick up. Hold on, can I see? Can I see? I want to know. I want to know. Nope, it just says mug. Okay. Well, whichever size you've gone for. Hope you enjoy it. Right, okay. Various bits and pieces are all into place. I apparently can't switch my focus school from here. My focus school is currently set to Madurai. You know what? Actually, I'm not against that. No, let's go with Madurai. I'm not against it. Yeah, Zenerate would help on the energy support, except Mesa blocks pretty much all of that anyway, so sod it. Alright. Sentinel's got a deconstruct Panzer. Okay, yep. Run as you like on that one. I have hopefully enough energy generation just in my setup that I should need more support on it. I'm just going to cross my fingers because if Mesa runs out of energy, bad happen. Alright, someone tried to exclamation mark enter. Not yet. You'll know. You'll know when it's time to enter. For now, sit back, relax, enjoy the live stream. Ask your Warframe questions if you have any burning desires to know something that I may know and you currently do not. Or otherwise, ask Vazar in Vanguard Elu why they are equipping nothing. Elu, not allowed to be naked, that's rude. UI bugs. They never cease being fun. Quick heads up again for those of you just tuning in. If the IGN command doesn't reply to you, if the bot doesn't say you specifically, your IGN has been updated, it just means it was in the process of updating someone else's. And this appears to have broken. Oh, wait, no, we're good. So yeah, if the bot doesn't respond to you directly, wait a few seconds, try again. The entire reason for that is very simply because the bot can only process one person at a time. And so if you message whilst it's processing to someone else, it's just not listening to you. It's a very polite bot. It gives people its undivided attention. Alright. A lot of explodiness happening. Let's try to not perish. That would be great. Wow, we are really stacking up these amphors quick. Do we have like 27 follies on the team? What is this? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, wow. That was fast. That was fast. Let's grab this. Lifesteal sounds fun. You need blowing up with this. There we go. Someone's keeping the Luminous busy. I love them for that. Speaking of asking Warframe questions, Galarian Prime versus Harmony is a bonus critical chance enough to offset expedite suffering built into Harmony, especially on a melee focused Varuna. I've missed some live streams. Woo! Okay, wow, that was a lot to process at once there, Shezbot. Galarian Prime, I don't remember what its quirk is, but Harmony is a very specific weapon to build for. It's not just stats, it literally has a unique feature that you cannot get anywhere else. That's kind of what unique means. So, if you're thinking of building around that, there is no replacement. It just does it better, because it's the only thing that does it. Oh, this Gruzzling is only vulnerable to Toxin. Who decided that? Hold up. Hold up. Well, that was perfectly timed. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely not upset at that at all. DE, I just want to talk. Please don't mind the shotgun and Molotov cocktail I've now prepared. They love me. Yeah. Oh, is it? Yeah, the Galaric is the opposite of Godfrey, right? Yeah, no, that's not a good perk. That is not a good perk. That is a, you can just ignore that this perk ever existed level perk. I'll be quite honest with you. If it's that what I'm thinking of. Shovel's saying it's a bonus crit chance for each individual status effect affecting the target. Right. Okay. It depends on how you're trying to play it, more than anything. But again, they're two very different weapons. Very different weapons. That they happen to have the same shape is the end of the comparisons. Especially with Varuna, which, might I add, is a frame that also generates a hell of a lot of crit for you, just as a matter of course. Let's keep filling this up. Let's grab that in case I need it. Don't need electric. Is there something vulnerable to electric only? Well, I missed. There is, I think, a Toxin amphor here to deal with those few Toxin buddies who are building up over here. Take them all out. There we go. There's a Luminous right on top of that. I'll just sneak through it anyway. It's safe.
Is that Ronald? It's been so long.
Oh my word, that is indeed a Ronald. Welcome in once again. You're up onto 30 months total. We don't worry so much about the streak when you got a lovely number like that. Thank you very much for continuing the support here, Ronald, and I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to having yourself that lovely teapot. Alright, we just need a little bit more on the Toxin. I think that... Oh, never mind. Someone found one. That's all good. Oh, come on, bye. We're not going to start calling people old now just because they've been subbed a bit here. That's not what makes someone old. Being in your 30s like me, that's what makes you old. Everyone knows that. There appears to be nothing I can shoot. Okay. I will just grab this and chuck it at something then. Any of you vulnerable to... No, electric, heat, heat. Darn it. I have toxin, toxin, and toxin. Will this give me something not toxin? This is a difficult modifier to work with. 30 months is less than 3 years? Correct! Yes. Glad to see our mathematical skills are as amazing as ever in the chat here today. Love it. Now, 40 months. 40 months is more than that. Yes. Let's see. We still need everything I don't have to kill these ones who are here. Let's see. You can die in the proximity with that. Good enough. Next. I don't even need to focus them. I'm just doing it to fill the mission. Alright. Let's GDFO. So far, so good on the team here. LU racking up at a total 10,000 overguard, as you do. Oop, overshot. My bad. Ooh, that hurt at the end. Oh yeah, those are the rewards we want, right? A melee duplicate and a melee arcane adapter. That is exactly the number of archon shards I was hoping to get on this first stage. Yes. He's fine. Alright, now we have to remember, all the enemies can attack the conduits on this round. All enemies. You have to bear that in mind. Also, Overguard is a lot weaker on this mission. How the ends of Arena Harmony stream go? I've put out a YouTube short about it, explaining what goes on with that. So if you've not already seen it, !YouTube and a link over to the channel there. And yeah, check out the full breakdown. I managed to fit it all into a YouTube short. You know, it's not that much mathematics, but it still took 3 hours to figure it all out. And that was a lot. DUI. Okay, Demolisher number 1 on their way to us. Let's see if I can do something about that. It appears the answer is yes. Nice. When did I become a dwarf? I'll have you know, I'm a hobbit, not a dwarf. There is a distinct difference. Were spreadsheets involved? I didn't need a spreadsheet, thankfully, but there was a hell of a lot of mathematics, yes. Notepad included. Yes, I am definitely not a dwarf, I am a hobbit. That's a bunch of enemies in this spot here. Survive this run through. Is that a Grozling? That is. Sweet. Doctor acquired. We have got a thing coming from over here. LU is in position to deal with it, but I want to help out. And help I did. Wonderful. Let's go plug it into the next one. Shezbot, I don't try to understand all of the choices Dee made when it comes to the condition overload mathematics. In fact, there is every possibility they do not understand the choices made. Because some of them are truly nonsensical and just kind of exist. We just use it. Ta-da! Honestly, Mesa is slapping for this. Oh, someone grabbed that key, that's fair enough. I'll grab this buff instead. Oh, if someone's got one white key, I can grab this one and we can use it on the next round. Brilliant. Hello, Jason. Things are going well here. Hope things are well for yourself as well. Where is that nasty nasty? There it is. I have red crits and I don't know where from, but I love it. Would you look at that? Alright, still holding on to the key, ready for the next round as well, so that's going to make this next bit even faster. And the round begins. Let's go shove this in. Gently, like. Yo! That is a J-Rocker with the 9 months of Prime there. Much appreciated, J-Rocker. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome in once again. Mace is such a good frame. Oh, hell yeah. No one is surprised at just how good Mesa is. And if you are surprised, welcome to Warframe. She is brilliant. Go ahead and grab her. I think I missed every shot with that, which is kind of impressive, not gonna lie. Not good impressive, but still impressive. That's like tripping over your own doorstep level impressive. Next one down. So far, so good. I love that we are on the last of the conduits and now I have access to my tower on strike. Truly, truly the timing. Ooh. There is key. Grab a key. Never mind, someone else grabbed a different one. That's allowed. Alright, let's see. Can we land this? Is it gonna matter? Yeah! Okay, that was actually effective at least, but... Mission over. Let's get out of here. I killed one with it. All of that training was not for naught. The tower strike worked? That it did. Why my allies did not kill it before me? They were polite. Alright, on to the third mission. And we got an amber shard. Nice, I have used a bunch of those. How do you enter the giveaway? You wait for the announcement in about half an hour's time. Trust me, if you are around on the hour, each of the hours, you will not miss it. And if you do miss it, well, then you weren't watching the stream and I don't care anymore. It's a very fair system. Alright, we got defense in position, hold position, there we go. I'm gonna be a turret. I feel like that is the smart thing to do here as Mesa. Turret. And I just have to watch out if there's a Blitz or Jade Xmas, because that would be problematic with my current position. In fact, I'm going to move off of that spot because of that reason. Capabilities up. See, if I can be a successful turret, my allies can focus more on the collection, and that all just works out for everyone. Oh, okay, we're going for the road now. Come back. Yep, sure, that's... I normally would hold on to that, but that's all good too. It is a Jade Xmas. Let's shoot that down ASAP. Bullet go hey, there we are, lovely. Turns out we have indeed got a powerful squad. I love that. Mesa without waltz is a turret, and this is true, although you can do my favourite early trick, which is bullet jump, switch, and then just kind of arc into it, like that. That is an option. And if I recall correctly, you don't get the heavy landing that way. You also get far more cool animations than just this. So, the augment is definitely a trade-off. You get to walk, you get to roll, but you don't get to style. Alright, next location. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, wait. Ah, someone knows what to do. Yeah, love ya. For those of you who don't know, on Mirror Defense, when you're doing it on these, let's see, what's the word? Archimedes, in between rounds, if you attempt to summon the Necromech, it will then immediately die, and that will skip the next 45 seconds of time for you. Oh. Except... Wait, did someone activate it? It said they were activating it. Okay, I'm just going to not trust people to do it that way next time. And this is why we want it to not be an actual fight. It's a guardian. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods. I want nothing to do with that. Okay, yeah. So that's fun. The only one you have to kill is the last round? The only one you have to kill is the first round, because you can't cheese that one out. It was a waypoint for an enemy summoned one. How dare they try to summon an enemy one out of the moment I thought a player summoned one would have happened. I got completely bamboozled there, and I do not appreciate it. Yeah, it happens. We're not going to cry over it. Where's that companion? I don't know if you're on about mine or someone else's at this point. Oh, my shield's down. Fix that. I miss my red crits. Re-up the nourish. We got 6 seconds left here. Apparently I can't hit these guys. Let's... Nope. Okay, well, fair enough. Right, move to the next location. So this time... Wow, yeah, that is really cheating it, isn't it? There we go. So this is the player summoned one. Which appears, and then... Give it a sec, give it a sec, give it a sec, give it a sec, give it a sec. There we go. There we are. Okay, that took a little bit more than it should have done time-wise, but it got there. You have to kill the final round yourself to get any time off? No, 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 no. We do it in the in-between rounds. So you see, it's down to 140 now. You don't have to shoot the last one. You have to shoot the first one, because there's no in-between round before the first round. The first round is the first round. Summon them in between rounds. That takes 45 seconds off flat. Nil effort. It's honestly just a knowledge check. Do you know that you can cheese that? If yes, enjoy cheese. If not, well, accidental hard mode unlocked. Well done. Have fun. Is it a bug? Honestly, not sure. It's been there since release, so if DE cared, they know what to do with it. Call you Wallace the way you enjoy cheese? Yep. Oh, yeah. I've said it for half a decade at this point. Warframe is a game designed to be cheesed. If you want to make it more difficult on yourself, you absolutely can. But you can also just cheese the heck out of it. Magical space ninjas have access to cheese. No, we'll be having none of that, thank you very much. I should probably grab some of this loot that's around here, because, you know, loot. Loot. Okay, over to the next location, but first... Wha? Oh. Okay. Now we go to the next location. See you later. Yeah, see, that's what's supposed to happen. Instant explosion. There we go. Reminds you of Divinity where the devs want you to cheese? I mean, that's base devs right there, yeah. Things that absolutely break stuff, yeah, I can understand it being patched and sorted out. Absolutely valid. But if you just find a strategy which is just you know, twice as effective. It saves you 45 seconds, that sort of thing. Yeah, you take the free win. You take the free win. Until you can't, and then you cry about it on Reddit, I guess. Now see, we can't summon a new Necromech yet, you see? Despite the fact that this is the last round, the Necromech was already summoned for it. So we can't even summon it. We've done the speedies on this round. I don't even know why I'm picking up these glyphs. We don't even need them. We've got this on lockdown. This squad is just too strong. Not that I'm complaining. Just look at all this precious loot over here. Oh, I was concerned about energy. Yeah, about that. Uriel makes this easy. I think our combination of frames in total is making this easy, but yes. Oh, you know what? We can get one more hit on this. There we go. One more reinforcement for the road. There's like Kuva weapons on release. I mean, some of the Kuva weapons today are still pretty strong. It's just, yeah, the AoE ones in particular. Oh boy. Were they something on release. Hey! Tau Forged Crimson. That is definitely a nice pickup. Never upset with a Tau Forged Crimson. Jeffrey saying maybe doing the least amount of damage, but 900% weapon damage bonus is good. True. True. Also, second damage shard there, actually. It's a triple shard run, all of them good shards. I do like that. I do like that. Guess you did this a little different? Yeah. If you succeed, doesn't really matter how you got there. No blues? I've got plenty of blues. Plenty. GG's to the squad there. We were very, very successful. Now, before we head on over to Sylvania to go ahead and do ETA, we can run a singular Netracell here, because we should be able to get that done in less than 20 minutes. So, we do appear to be down 2 people now. Okay, well, yeah, if you got places to be, that's fine. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and run a Netracell. If you'd like to be part of that, send me a message in game. That's the Engineer. I'll bring you into the squad. We're going to close all the tabs and grab entirely new people, it seems. Yeah. Message me in game, the Engineer. Exclamation mark join in the chat if you don't know how to do that. Clash point! Come on into the squad. Go right ahead. Let's get rid of these weapons, absolutely. Oh, give me some proper stuff, thank you. Do you use the username we see in game, or is it the one we see in account manager? If you're meaning for the IGN command, in game. Yeah, like that bit there for me is the Engineer, so for the IGN command it's the Engineer PC. That's where I am. Natpanda. It failed? That it did. Let's try that again. Let's try this again. Oh, Natpanda did join. Okay, I didn't need to send it again. My bad. From Ironclad Magician. Hey man, I'm trying to make more niche helmet abilities work. Do you have any tips for Null Star? I know it can benefit from universal weapon buffs, but not sure if it can kill. I don't have tips on Null Star specifically. It's not an ability I'm particularly a fan of, I'll be quite honest. But in terms of getting damage out of Null Star, I would say you're going to be wanting to look at a augmented build for that. Really get the full whack out of it there. Otherwise, build into duration, build into strength, build into the buffs. Good old buff soup. You can make almost anything work, so long as you have a big enough buff soup. And Ashlers, come on in. Do I need the numbers on your account? No. So you can put them if you want to. When it comes to handling the IGNs, If I have someone who's won in a giveaway, it's me personally processing it. So if I see the square brackets, if I see the hash code at the end there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm assuming, Monkey, that was a red, not a res. There you go. But yeah, so if people do put the numbers, I just see it and I go, alright, cool. I don't need to include that bit. It's fine. Now, if you put the numbers without the hash, I'm not going to know the difference, and that's on you for doing something stupid. But I assume no one's going to do that now. Everyone wants to actually receive their prize when they win. Yeah. Fight with the hydrate. Cheers. Alrighty. We have our squad. We have our objective. Let's go quickly. Run an itch. Ashless. You couldn't join. You did join. You were there. Oh. Ow. Oh, scratch on my nose today. Did a lot of work in the garden. Alright, now we should be good.
No.
Maybe failed to load the downstairs? Maybe. Alrighty, let's go rob the old fart blind, as Typer said. Yep. No extra numbers? No extra numbers. If it's after the hash, we don't need it. You're bad. Just get in here, you'll be fine. Any second now. I don't think you can see the vote. I'll force it through. Warframe has a very robust matchmaking system. What's that chest piece I have on my Lavos? That, I believe, is one of the proto-fire armor pieces. Which one? But it's proto-fire. Alright then, I've got a glyph, a glyph, a glyph, and a glyph. There we go. They do things. I am resilient to things, so all good. And let's go for a dash. Now you might be wondering why am I not going towards the marker, and that's because I'm going towards the marker but not the first or second one that it marks. By going to the furthest marker, I have the highest chance of getting close to the actual... I missed every shot there. Actual target location for the reveals, and considering I am carrying all of the keys, it is useful to have me there ASAP. Just a little optimization. And if I happen to find it along the way, even better. Although, this does not appear to be finding it along the way. That's fine. Search radius narrowed. This room feels like the kind of room it's in. Yep. Nope. Wait, no. It had narrowed all the way down. My bad. Alright, cool. It has begun.
So be ready.
And again, for those of you who missed the update, a hot minute ago now, you do not need to wait for enemies to get inside the zone to kill them. You just need to be in the zone yourself. So if you have an AoE that extends outside of the zone... happy days for you. How did I slam horizontally? That happens every now and then. I've yet to really figure it out. But that was a fun one. Okay. But yeah, you do not need to wait for the enemies to get in the zone. If you have an AoE that extends beyond the zone, live your best life. Likewise, if you sight an eye and you can just shoot them from 20 miles away, do it. The main detail is kill, kill, and kill again whilst you are in the zone. I hear a Gruzling. Oh, it's a dead Gruzling. Well, that works. I'm not entirely sure what killed it there, but oh god, that nearly killed me. Let's just get back in the zone, please and thank. My poor companion got obliterated there, which is not great. I was going to say I've been lied to by grumpy randoms. Grumpy randoms are the worst people for advice. They're grumpy because they don't understand things. You don't need to rely on that. Instead, refer to the wiki, it's 96% accurate, or refer to myself, I'm 97% accurate. However, the wiki knows more things than me. It's the trade-off. That shell's broken, you're in lobby, but still in squad. Right, Ashless, I don't know what has happened to you there, and I can't resolve that for you, sorry. You were very clearly there with us. Welcome to Warframe. We don't call it that for nothing. Sorry, mate. Unfortunately, there is just no fix for that. Because I don't intend to just abort the mission when we're over halfway through, I'll be honest with you.
Security level dropping. Don't quit now. I gotta know what's in that Netracell.
What primary weapons would I recommend for Steel Path? Incarnans. If you do not have access to Incarnans, I recommend Kuva, Tenet, and Coda primaries. However, if you have access to Steel Path, then you should also have access to... here, take it to a crime. Oh, thank you. Crime! I missed. That is the crime. Yeah, if you have access to Steel Path, you'll basically have access to, at the very least, Natruk and Fenmore, and with that, go off. Live your absolute best life. Alright, someone's going to go grab the NPC over there. I'm going to be ready with the killing. Companion, slow down. Companion, slow down. Oh wait, no, they already hit it. Alright, cool. Why not? Hey! Ray saying congrats to Umbrella and Senkagan that become immortalized on the wiki with updates to some ephemera gifts. Nice! It's always good to see members of this community contributing to the wiki. Always appreciated. For anyone curious about contributing to the wiki, it's a wiki. Anyone can do it. So if you see that the wiki's wrong about something, just go correct that. So long as you are certain that your correction is indeed correct. Don't just put things in there willy-nilly. Don't just put something that someone told you. Verify it. If your mate's uncle's brother's hamster says that Netracell something something, find out first. But if you found out, excellent. Put it in the wiki. And that... oh, need to press the button. That is a completed Netracell. There's a whole bunch of containers in here, but we only care about one thing.
Can't wait to see what you got when you get back here.
Need to be smart to edit the wiki? No, you don't need to be smart to edit the wiki. I do recommend having at least a passable competency with English. Because if it's incomprehensible, then we're all going to be mad at you. But aside from that... who's summoning the Ghost Child? Aside from that... It's honestly not that difficult to add in bits and pieces in large parts of the wiki. Certainly in things like trivia or note sections. I think I put an update to the... not the Magisters, the Heliocores, to make a note that they can scan Kavats for genetic codes, even if you completed the codex. I don't know when this changed, or if people were just wrong in the first place, but a lot of people are under the impression that if you've completed the codex scan of feral Kavats, you can't hit them with the hammer to get Kavat codes. That's just wrong. It's not a guaranteed drop, so you will kill some of them and just get nothing for it. But I tested it myself. I've tested it multiple times over with both, I believe I've tried with both Heliocores, and yeah, it will still just work. Hold on, let me just double check. I do have both Heliocores, because if so, I did definitely test them both. Yep, I do have both, so I test them both, yeah. I think Noctua's works as well. Yeah, I don't recall if I tested that one specifically, but I did with the Heliocores, yeah. Alright then. Nat Panda, Clash Point, and would have also been Ashless. Thank you very much for joining me on that Netracell there. Let's pop out of Sanctum Anatomica. We've done everything we need to do right there today. No, we haven't. I didn't speak to the bird. I didn't speak to the bird. Darn it. Hold on. Bird 3, I'm coming. I didn't forget about you. I just forgot about the Archon shard. Please forgive me. We know the bird will forgive me. If there is one bird that will forgive me, it is bird 3. And we're not going to read into that. Right then, shiny treasures. Amber shard. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you very much. And your plumage is looking resplendent as ever. That is saying, love playing Folly so much. Introduced my boyfriend to the game recently, gave him the RPG, and he went, 5 million? Oh, yes. Yes, RPG applied directly to enemy face is a lot of damage. My nose is really itchy today. I must have definitely cut it whilst working amongst the brambles. Darn it. Oh well. That does just happen. Right then. Now, we're not quite on the hour yet, and I did promise on the hour. So, I'm going to quickly do a Relic Fisher, and then we can have our first round of entries into the giveaway. So let's just do a quick solo fish, because why not? Who doesn't love just cracking out it? Evidently, there was something more pressing to attend to. Yep. And I was standing for that. Okay. Yeah. When game decides, no, you're doing your night wave, stop ignoring me. Okay, my bad. Sorry, everyone. I have been thoroughly told. Doggo needs a petto. I mean, I think that is Foxo, but point still stands, definitely. And 10 wild routes, is that? 10 wild routes? I think I'm reading that correctly. All the same, thank you very much for dropping your prime here. Welcome into the channel proper, and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge and all the other bits and pieces that go along with that there. Cheers indeed. Oh. And the trench. Thank you for the hydrate. I am going to absolutely burn through my tea and the rest today, aren't I? Alright, Mary's, we'll catch you around. Ralts is a Pokemon? Oh, okay, yeah. See, I am not clued in on Pokemon, much to my housemate's chagrin. So, if someone's username is a Pokemon, honestly, it just looks like a word to me. Like, if there is a Pokemon called Sordito or something, I don't know. As far as I know, that's just a Spanish or Italian name. I couldn't tell you. I'm not following along with it. Wanderer, little too early. Wait for announcements. You will know when it is time. Sword Dorito? I mean, I didn't say that, but sure. Sword Dorito does not sound like the most ridiculous Pokemon concept I've ever come across. Now, the question is it a Dorito with a sword, or is it a sword-shaped Dorito? There's a Sprigatito. See? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I throw in just random syllables and I almost actually hit a Pokemon. Now, you shouldn't hit Pokemon. That's rude and cruel to them. But point is, still nearly came up. I wasn't even trying. Next, someone's going to tell me there is indeed a triangle snack food Pokemon that wields a sword, which also I would not be surprised at. I've seen some pretty far-fetched Pokemon. Yes, I'm sorry, that's old. That joke is older than some of you watching, and I don't care. I don't care. There are 151 Pokemon, and that's where I stopped learning. No, we're not going to learn anything about Vaporeon today. Thank you very much. Nope, that is fine. We are good. Have we talked about the Grenier recently? Yeah, let's talk about the Grenier. That is a much better topic to talk about right now. Why don't I use Persistence Lavos? That's a very good question. Have I died yet after history? Bearing in mind, if it is at all curious to you, I completed the Guilty solo Lavos health tank. If I can complete a hard mode boss fight, multi-stage boss fight, with Lavos with a health tank, I don't need to invest into yet another layer of defense. It just isn't needed. So that's why I don't run it. There are other frames that may be able to benefit from it more, because they just can't do the same kind of tanking Lavos can, but Lavos just slaps as is. I don't need to throw away my shields for that. Alright, let's get out of here. Not to undersell it, shields are a pretty sizable part of Lavos' just general tank, because you can recover them pretty effectively with a companion, as well as just, you know, naturally by controlling or killing enough enemies that they regen.
Very good.
So when you bring it all together, it's all good. There we are. Going to show the build on a Mesa Prime and also the mods on Burston Prime. For Mesa, I think there is a Mesa command. For Burston, there is definitely a Burston command. So rather than having just a little bit, you can have the full spectrum of details in those commands right there. Exclamation mark Mesa and exclamation mark Burston to your heart's content. Ooh. Although you might want to check those out as quickly as possible. Open those up in new tabs right now because we just hit the hour. In fact, we're 1 minute over it. Oh no, my bad. We are 1 minute over it. Oh, those today, please stop. I swear, if I wake up tomorrow and find there's just this massive cut that's just been hiding from me, I'm going to be very upset. Right. Let's switch things around a little bit here. First of all, need to open up that. Second of all, need to kill the music there for a moment. Alrighty, so this is going to be your first opportunity of 3 opportunities today to enter into the Varuna Prime Access giveaway. And as a reminder, if we just open up the draw now, reminder on how this works, exclamation mark enter in the chat for a chance to be part of that. I'll move myself out of the way there. You'll see your name slide on in here. If you are a VIP or subscriber, you can also pick your frame for the avatar on here. It's cosmetic, but it also looks nicer. So as a reminder on this, oh, I do apologize. We're going to have to reset this one. I'm going to have to reset. My bad. Didn't set the timer on it. Let's try that again. Very sorry. I didn't set the timer. I literally built a timer and then didn't turn on the timer. I'm sorry. Right then. We'll try that again, shall we? Exclamation mark enter into the chat. This time with an actual countdown. So, 5 of you will be selected here. 5 of you will be selected to go through to the finale at the end of the stream. And one of the total 15 finalists will be the winner of the overall draw. So this gives you the chance to win, even if you can't stick around right to the end of the stream. I fully appreciate that. Time zones are what they are. And let's face it, the only person who's obligated to be here the full 3 hours is me. I'm the one streaming it. The rest of you have lives. But yeah, so exclamation mark enter in the chat for a chance to be part of the final draw at the end stream. And if indeed you are new here, make sure you have used the IGN command, although the bot might be a little bit busy right now. How can you change your frame? You need to be a VIP or subscriber to the channel in order to be able to change your frame avatar, and at that point you can use the exclamation mark pick frame command with avatars from the exclamation mark avatar list of them. I think this is the most you've seen in the arena. We've had more before now. We've had more when we had D. Zach joining us during QTCC. We had a lot of people then, in fact so many it broke it, but I have improved the program since then, so now it should be immune to being crashed, unless we get like 10,000 people, in which case, eep. Is there some way to quickly check if you entered? Type it again. I would normally say, look for your name on screen. Right now, yeah. Yeah. It might be in there. Alright, draw is closing now. Alright then, let's do our draw. If you missed it on this round, you'll have 2 more tries throughout the rest of the stream. But right now, oh, look at the speed of that. There's so many of you. It's up the fire rate on the boss. Only 5 of you are going through to the finale from this round. And if you see your name at this point, I ain't gonna be the one. Good lord, just look at the fire rates on that. Alright, that's a little bit quicker than it used to be. Who are our first set of 5 finalists? We have them here.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
We have them here. Our first set of 5 finalists. These will be passing through to the final draw at the end of stream for a chance to win the full pack. We have a Tatsumi Gotworld. We have a Zeva. We have a Missileman. A Disco Tits, I think that is. And a Tomoyaki. Now, for one of you there, Disco, we don't have your IGN details on record, so this is your last reminder. You definitely need to use that IGN command there, Disco, in case you are indeed our final winner at the end of the stream. But yes, that is not the draw just yet. That is the first wave of finalists. 5 of you there. You 5 don't need to do anything more now, aside from Disco and the IGN command. You'll see at the very end of stream if you are indeed one of our winners. We'll have 10 more people added into the finale throughout the stream. But for now, we can exit out of that there. We can get back to Warframe and continue on with the weeklies. We have got to head on over to 1999 to the Hex and see what Kaya is going to force me to deal with. So yes, let's go have a look at that. Let's get the music back as well. There we are. Hello there, Capricorn. Say hello, fellow humans. How's life going? I popped in just to say, enjoy Warframe and have a nice morning, night, and everything in the middle. Well, thank you very much on that. Hope you have yourself a wonderful day yourself as well. Right. Let's head on into the mall. Tomoyaki, currently with better odds than almost everyone else watching, says, I won't be winning. But I'm surprised I was one of the last 5 people for the part there. You're in the final. It's as simple as that, Tomoyaki. You're in the final. Will the next one start in another hour? Yes, indeed. Roughly an hour. Now, if you decide to run away for 59 minutes and come back on the hour, mean. Very mean. But, well, I can't stop you. Oh, can we stop that microphone, though? Yikes. The Stelia misses, clearly causing problems. Right. Hiya. What have you got for me? Oh, first of all, there is a pack of PD picks I didn't open up. My bad. And we have got a whole bunch of bits and pieces. Well, isn't that cute? Anyway. Temporal Archimedia. We have got Volt, Proteus, Citrine. Honestly, not terrible options. Not terrible there. We have Gorgon, Panthera, Buzzlock. Acaria's Bronco Stubber. Okay, it depends what else we got. Broken War, Nincondi, Maya. Okay, that's... Okay, we can see what we do with that. And then down here we've got abbreviated abilities. I might want to skip that, but I also need to... Okay. Dull Blades, minus 50% melee combo chance. That's just rude. permanent injury, max health reduced each time health damage is taken. And frame curse syndrome, activating ability inflicts damage upon you. I'm sorry, what is this? What is this combo here? You lose hit points for using abilities, and by losing hit points, you lose them forever. That's... Oh yeah, though permanent injury is not actually that permanent, is it? Yeah, it has a timer on it. But still. Still, that is... Yeah, that's mean. That is mean. With all the rest of this as well, that is mean. From Supreme Bean saying, hey, I just got the full Jaya set. I'm not sure if I should trade it or make it. What do you suggest? If you're talking Jaya Prime, which I assume you are, if it's your first one, go ahead and build it. Jaya is a strong and interesting frame. If, however, it's not your first, then, well, there's not really that many reasons to build another. And if it is a normal Jaya rather than a Prime, you can't actually trade it. So hopefully that covers all 3 scenarios for you. Yep. Oh god, Jade has quoted something I think very wiki related. Maximum health is multiplied by 0.985 each time you take health damage. Regain 3% of max health after not taking damage for 12 seconds. Maximum health is Warframe's health before rank bonuses or other buffs. Maximum health is floored after each reduction. Terms and conditions apply. Alright then. Yeah, this is a rough one. And then what are the actual missions? We got Exterminate, Defense, Legicide, Harvest. I mean, there's not really many missions down here to pick from, so it is what it is. We have Sealed Armor, so we have to aim for weak points for that one. With yet more Luminous. With Artillery Beacons. Defense is... Flare is Disrupting Abilities. Jade Spirits haunt the region, chasing the players down, and Dense Fog. And then over here on the Legicide Harvest, Legicides are more powerful with each generation, but take longer to escape. Allies have reduced movement and parkour, and in the underground, hostile overgrowths will attack if players stop moving. Okay. This is a horrible setup. This is a genuinely horrible setup. I hate everything about this. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a rough one. I think, honestly, my best bet here is to replace that by Warframe with something that can just kind of ignore most of these negatives, and the one that does that most thoroughly is indeed Dante. Dante, don't shake your head at me, Kaya. Alright? Just because I'm not picking Nova. Honestly. Anyway... Yeah, Dante, with the Overguard generation he has, is just kind of extremely powerful. Dante or Dante Spectre, I mean, be able to cast myself is largely preferable. So, yeah, on that basis, I'm definitely going to go for the cheese approach there, but it does mean I need to cover every other feature here, which is... yeah, that's going to be fun. Protea can potentially tank with shield nades. So Protea can tank quite well, absolutely. The problem there is that if I'm picking Protea and abbreviated abilities, she really does not like having her duration slashed in half like that. That is really anti-Protea, and I do not like that. Yeah, so I'm going to straight up go with Dante on this one. And if you would like to suffer with me, as is usual at this point, let me close off all the old tabs. First come, first serve. Send me a message in game, the Engineer, and I'll bring you on into the squad. You don't need to meet all of the criteria. You can bring whatever loadout you want, so long as you can complete the mission with me. We got a Clash Point, again. We have got a Kappa Roach joining us in. There we go. Let's start switching over my equipment.
Okay, get your loadout ready, because once you're locked in, I cannot pull you out without the whole run going to hell.
Understood. Thank you for the reminder in case I forgot. One go. Ooh. Chat, do you notice a problem here? Do you notice a little teeny tiny problem? I may have not got around to putting the incarnate adapter on my Gorgons. Okay. That's well, let's just equip one of them. How are you modded? Let's have a look. This should be amazing. Okay, I mean, it's not great, but at least it has a potato. Okay, that's fun. That's so much fun. Let's grab us the Acarius. Oh, I can't spell Acarius apparently. Acarius Prime, of course. Ooh. Maybe I'll go with the old Acarius. That's a little bit better. I'm going to be in for a very fun time here. Let's switch this over to Innovate, and then I need to find a way to shove Hornet Strike in here usefully. Why even? Oh boy, this is a build from the past. Oh boy. Okay. I don't have any good answers here. So what I'm going to do is drop you, put you into there, and... yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Let's just make this as bad as it can be. Hey, why not? Broken War. Let's bring you in as well. Oh, this is terrifying. Did I hear Booty McFruity wanted to join in? Yes. Good. Please carry. Gonna need it. Not Prime? No, because that one had even less of a setup in it. Prime Convulsion? Oh, that's a thought. Hold about. Yep, I do have Prime Convulsion. Can I fit it in? No. No, I cannot. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. Found it. There is a way. Is there a 2? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. That's now we're optimizing. Let's see what is on what is on this. Okay, that's not a good start. That is. When did I last use this weapon? Actually, this tells you how long ago I used this weapon. I have stat stick builds on it. Oh, this is going to be painful. This is... oh boy. Well, we picked up a melee adapter earlier, so I might as well throw that on there. Let's get a Crimson Dervish on here, shall we? To match that, and hopefully start upgrading things here. Granted, where do I even take this? I mean... there's got to be something galvanized that can help me out here. Galvanized steel is going to give me more critical damage, so yes. Otherwise, honestly, if I'm meleeing, things have probably gone bad. Let's just be basic about this. Who even needs viral? Let's just be truly, devastatingly basic about this. I mean, agonizingly basic about this. Do I even have a dash polarity mod that can fit this? Why do I have a double dash? Y'all, this build might not be it. Healing return? Also that doesn't need to be on there, come to think of it. Like, if I require healing return, things are going bad. So, let's get the status damage and status chance. Just go even more in on that electric, and then what can I even still do with this dash polarity? What have I done to myself here? I think, honestly, just slapping in a Tenekai and calling it a day. That is going to be my life. Just, yeah. Alright. Every negative I can possibly take. I need to unlock before I can fix. There we go. I upgraded this once. Oh wait, let's not equip a set of... No. Never mind, I don't actually care. Thinking about that takes far too much brain power right now for a loadout that is objectively trash. That's just gonna go badly. Let's switch this over to an efficient setup because I feel like I'm going to need to have efficiency. Okay. Good luck, everyone. I am not carrying this run. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I just hit... There it is. Nope. Almost. Alright. Can always roll a good art gun. Yeah, I suppose there is that. Yep. I do have access to art guns. It's still going to get very interesting. It's still going to get very, very interesting. Unless my teammates are amazing. We're going to find out the fun way. We're going to be fine, trust? I trust. What could ever go wrong when you have a Kappa Roach on your team, eh? Bang. Okay, that hurt me because it was an ability. I love that. Let's just start casting until everything is dead. At least, you know, Dante Exalted still wins. That cast speed? Have I got a slow cast speed on here? I probably have a slow one, don't I? It's efficient, not fast. Which character have I been enjoying in Slay the Spire 2? I have actually been really enjoying the Defect. Playing around powers, playing around status cards and consuming them. It's been a very interesting and very fun setup. Also, wow, is this like really nearby? This is weirdly early. What? I mean, I'll take it, honestly. But I hate having to run through the mission for like 500 meters, skipping basically the mission just to be able to get this. You've gotten used to using 3 Tau cast speed shards? Yeah, that's valid. Also, Dante running. Gotta make a point about that little curse. Let's grab you as well, because that's a freebie. Where are these FF1 charges? It's gotta be some in here. There's usually one down over this way, is there not? I hear a thing. Yep. We need everyone else working on these charges, please. We have 50 seconds left. And I put in 3 of them. There might be another one over in this room. Gonna give it a second pass over. Yep. I'm gonna put in 4 charges unless someone beats me to it. Oh, hi, Limitus. I'm basically immune to you. Yep, 4 charges. Alright. Who enough needs 250% cast speed? I mean, you can use it on other planets too. It's quite versatile. Alright, now this mission has kind of become a little bit spread out. Here we go, that's a bunch of stuff. I can hit all that. There we go, finding the groove again. How are airstrikes called in underground? Anyone know about that? I would love to know how they pull that off. Oh, so far so good. Everyone is alive. Everything that is not a teammate is dying, which is good. And my energy is holding up, so that is good. So far, it feels like we can handle this. I'm ready for that to be proven absolutely horrifyingly wrong in a moment. The airstrikes dig. Ah, yes, of course. I forgot we were playing Worms. It is a bunker buster. Got it. Excuse me whilst I summon a old lady and a sheep. Those will be my Worms attacks for the round. We have disabled the Holy Hand Grenade. That is just unfair. Did we ever play Worms on a Variety Friday? We have not had a Worms Variety Friday at this point, no. I'll be honest, not high on my priority list. Purple? Purple. Also, from Ryuzaki, love your YouTube videos. Thank you. Welcome on in. You hit the Yo DJ with that, but it still got the job done. I saw your message. From Iyad Khaled 3. Hi, I am still new to the game in MR10. I have no idea what to look for, how to be OP in it. I would say... Oh, hey, Downfall Ramble Shard. I would say, honestly, don't worry about trying to be OP. Make your way through the quests. Give yourself access to as much as the game as possible. And as you progress, you will find the higher tiers of weapons and abilities you can get access to. Every Warframe can be overpowered in its own way. They're actually all pretty damn cool. Yeah, there's some that's more powerful than others. Doesn't matter. They're all cool. When it comes to weapons, the end game is Incarnans. Prior to that is adversary weapons. So that is your Coda weapons, your Tenet weapons, and Kuva weapons. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with that, don't worry about it. It's too early to think about it. Prior to that is get your way up to that. You might as well. So yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I don't actually know what these things do. Whatever those green dome things are supposed to do, I don't know what they do. I've never looked into it enough. Thank you for the hardest Warframes to farm video. You're very welcome. It's up on its third installment now as the game continues to change and got changed again like a very short time after I released it, DE+. But it's fine, I've been releasing some shorts to update people on those details as well. Oh, I got too close to Temple and lost my abilities. Damn you, Glam Rocker. Damn you. Oh, that is an ally. Okay. Green Dome stopped the passive life drain. That makes a lot of sense. I tend to play very tanky frames, so I never noticed. Hi! Oh. I might have one-shot him. I mean, that's not an oops. My aim was to kill him quickly. I didn't expect it to one-shot at this level. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm just a silly boy having silly fun with my wizard. I didn't expect to murder. The power of the arcane is unmatched, apparently. Or something like that. Honestly, Dante is a very powerful frame. Yeah, DE did break my longest farm very quickly after I posted the video, didn't they? It was, granted, delayed by quite a bit, but still, DE, close. Also, Wolf, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel with your Prime there, much appreciated. Welcome into the channel proper, enjoy your lovely blue sub badge, your emotes, your access to the supporter T-Lounge over on the Discord, and no more ads for you. This reminds anyone else who does have access to Amazon Prime, whether it's your own account or if, you know, say, anyone in the family, parents, uncle, friend, someone else has Amazon Prime, but they're just not using Twitch, you're missing out. Get the accounts connected up, get your free subscription, and that means then you get to take money away from Amazon, support me, and you get to skip the ads all in one. That's just an absolute win. So, go for it. But if you don't have it, you're still welcome to stick around. Yo! The Colorblind Rainbow, following up on exactly that, dropping their prime here. Welcome to the channel proper. You got a lovely blue sub badge as well there. Cheers indeed. Also, a reminder is that prime subs don't auto-renew, so if you did have one before, you do need to, for some reason, check in on it every month. That's just how it is. C'est la vie. That was all with a hydrate. Have I got any tea left? I've got one last bit of tea. There we are. I am teed out. Oh, here's my job. Where is he at? Where's... I think I missed my job. Oh well, I'll just take the free item then. I'm trying to contribute, but if things just die, yeah. I can only do so much, can't I? How have I got... Oh, that's bad. Shoot things! Shoot all of the things! I mean, I am giving everyone a lot of tank. That was a big part of the choice here, but still. I don't like seeing kill numbers that low for me. And
Did
Payan!
someone say,
Yo.
hype train?
And Payan, thank you very much for dropping your prime here. Much appreciated. Joining in with the rest of everyone else, throwing it down at the moment. And Ellie joining in on that as well. We are indeed on a hype train. I am apparently going to burn to death whilst the mission completes. That's... Love that. I thought mission only completes once we'd killed everything, but apparently not. Apparently there was a secret 7th wave and it just killed everyone. Yay! But all the same, thank you very much guys for setting off a hype train there. And choose both the hydrate. Good news, death does not count if it happens on the mission complete screen, so we can just move on. But that was still very rude of the game, how dare. But it is time to follow the ghost cat. The ghostly cat. Oh, Kalimos. Elena's Palimos. What do you have in store for Rosimos? Apparently it's Wally. Cheers, Ragnak. Just casually throwing Wally out there, as you do. Let's grab this. I'm sure it's very healthy to feed a ghost cat some live heart cells. Oh my god, there is so much on my screen. Yeah, hey kiddo live, it happens. It's fine, so long as the man in the wall stays to, you know, Warframe and live streams, we're good. If the man in the wall makes it into my IRL dreams, then I've got problems. Including probably gaming addiction at that point. Cats can have a little tech rot as a treat. I'm just going to assume that cats and cavats canonically are just immune to tech rot. Like, that would be very on brand that cats just go, oh, that's cute, let me just knock it off the shelf. Yeah. Mind you, the local cats where I live at the moment are on thin ice. I have planted so many different seeds in my garden. I intend to have a lovely, beautiful flowery garden come summer. That's not going to be very successful if the cats keep digging it up to use as a litter tray. Something, as you might tell, I am a little bit frazzled about. Almost every morning I can look out the window onto my garden and see another mound of dirt where they've just piled up the soil. Just carelessly as to whatever may have happened, and I don't know who is feeding what to their cat, but suffice to say, you do not want a description. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Hopefully, my little seeds are going to survive and become seedlings and grow into nice, lovely full flowers. But, yeah, the local wildlife are certainly challenging that. And if it comes to it, I'll just have to get a new set of seeds and grow them up in pots. I've had a potted garden before now. I might have to do it again. Alright, I don't know even why I'm grabbing this. Killing monsters. Yep, done. Let's go say hello to the Legosite. With a buck. Oh, sorry. Need to equip the buck. There we go. Yep. No, that's a fake. Is this one a real one? This might be the real one. Excellent. Let's just keep shooting it then. There we are. Cats are just trying to fertilize my garden. Gotta say, not the kind of fertilizer I'm looking for. Raised beds and light fencing until plants are steady enough. Yeah, these cats can jump around. A little bit of fencing doesn't really stop cats. I don't know if this is something you've experienced before now. Slugs might be deterred by it, snails, tiny little puppies perhaps, but cats just kind of jump. It's a skill they have. Right. Someone's pet is dying and it keeps on teleporting away from me when I try to fix it, but it's fine. Oh, it's still scanning things. Love that. I noticed a few allies low on overguard. Let's see if I can fix that for them. It works on deer. Well, as it so happens, Stranger Q, and this might be a novel concept. Deer and cats are very different animals. But I appreciate the advice all the same. Should I ever have a deer infestation in my fenced-in back garden, I will consider the advice you've given me today. Four legs furry close enough? Well, with the way you describe that is disconcertingly broad. There are a few people here whose ears may have perked up. We're not sure which set of ears, but certainly not the ones they were born with. Let's get us out of here. You join stream, first thing you hear is a deer infestation. Only a theoretical one, for which then the advice I've been given may actually be applicable. It is only a theoretical deer at this point. Whereas the cats are very bloody real. And loud. Oh boy, is one of them loud. Alrighty, there is our run through. We've got a Teleport Jabber Shard. Love to see that. Azure Archon Shard. It exists. And another PD pack. I suppose I should probably go open that straight away. Kaya's going to have a go at me otherwise. Thank you very much to there, Kappa Roach, Clash Point, and Booty McFruity for making sure that was a very smooth run. Much appreciated.
Well, fancy seeing you here in 1990.
How would a physicist describe a theoretical deer? Approximately 100 kilograms of mass, approximately 1 meter wide, and approximately dead because it was in a frictionless vacuum. Rather unfortunate.
See ya.
GG's all around on that. Ah yes, thank you very much for the spherical cow there, DefTech. No. We do love a good spherical cow on the screen. Classic frictionless vacuum. It is very convenient for figuring out a lot of things. Your sister walked into the room, saw the stream, and asked, "Is that Scott the Was?" Two issues with that. One, I have no idea who Scott the Was is. Two, does your sister usually just walk into your room? Does she not just, you know, knock first? I suppose maybe I'm reaching a bit there. Maybe she did. Maybe she has permission. Alrighty. Now, with those out of the way, that is not all of the archon shards I can access. Quite thankfully. God, I didn't have to use these weapons at all. Thank goodness for Exalted. She was about to shoot you in the back with an airsoft gun. Yep, that's a sister. No further questions. But yes, that is not all of the archon shards that can be obtained today. Dirty Badger with a hydrate. Cheers. Is it time to make the Gorgon Incarnate? I will get around to that, I suppose. But first, there is an Archon Hunt. I have a 40% chance of a Talport shard. I have a Strength buffed Rhino available. But Lavos. It's an Exterminate, Excavation, and a Showdown. Yeah, see, I could run Rhino, but Lavos. Lavos. What do we think, chat? Do I go for Lavos or do I go for Rhino here? What are we thinking? Lavos or Rhino? Rhino with 300% strength, Lavos being Lavos. Yeah, I mean, do you need more description on that? It's a pretty tight call at this point. I'm seeing Lavos, Rhino, 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 Lavos, Rhino. Rhino, Rhino, Rhino. Gara. Nope, that's not on the test, Clashpoint. Congratulations. This was an A or B question. You answered C. You fail. Alright, Wolf. I can go with Rhino. Alright. Rhino. Okay, let's do this. Let's upgrade the Rhino. Well, let's see, what have we got here? We got a bit of strength. What else can we have? Super Sentinel. We've been down that road. Although, I mean, it does mean thermal transfer, which means of all of the... Ooh. But then I have Nourish on this one. And I kind of want to see the energy income on that. Yeah, let's stick with that. I kind of want to see the energy income on that. Alright then, there's our loadout. I'm actually going to run this all solo, which should be fine. Let me just check what is the range on this build. Range is 100%, that should be fine enough. Yeah, let's just run this. What could go wrong? What indeed could go wrong?
Fuzul's faithful believe they can secure a place
All
in
right.
Sacred Tau if they massacre the unbelievers.
Raw buff is 270%. Okay, and that has been given to my companion, who also has my Nourish buff. So at this point, I think I can just let my companion do it. What does my energy income look like? Okay, that's a good energy income right there. That is a good energy income. Yeah, I'm just going to let my companion do this mission. Honestly. It's got all the buffs it needs. I'm just going to walk through and let it happen. It's been a while since my companion got to shine, you know? Zaku at home. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone for the full companion support build. There's a Thermal Sunder absolutely slaps with it. Nice teleport. Dead. Yeah, it's not the fastest way to run a mission, but it's still, I mean, a pretty impressive TTK for a companion. You've got to acknowledge that. He's going to try. He's going to try. Oh, did not trigger in time. They're doing their best. It's not very good, but they're doing their best.
Ordained. I intended this. I planned it. Your murder. Our martyrdom.
I think he's speaking to his mooks there, because there's no way he planned his murdering me when my companion, just my companion, is killing everything. Let's do a stomp, for good measure. Seeing as I do have near infinite energy, I might as well just add a little bit of the stompy stomp to this. Also, I have got Contagious Bond on my companion, so it does just create zones of death.
You have done what needed to be done.
It's very effective.
Azul's delusion must end.
Now, I don't think I could do the next mission, just letting my companion do everything. But yeah, 2 minute 33, Archon Exterminate. And I think I shot, what, 2 things myself? Yeah. Can the companion kill an Archon? Ooh. We do need to give it a chance, don't we? Yeah. We do need to give it a chance. Alright. So, into the next mission. Not going to switch build. Actually, I could switch. I do have the range build. How much range is on the range build? Because that strength won't be a negative this time. And instead I can have all of that radius, 66 meters of it. The only downside here is that I don't have Nourish to give it all of the energy income. But I mean, I should be able to maintain energy income just as a matter of course of, you know, being me. So let's run that. Let's swap this over to Zenerek just so I can, you know, support that energy income or lack thereof. Let's try a high range on this one. What's happened to Pazul in story? Did they resolve it? It's not been resolved yet, no. What we see at the moment is the current state of Pazul and all that lot.
Azul's project is consuming huge amounts of cryotic. Extract it before an armor can.
You abandoned me. In the
Alright
hour
then.
of my sacrifice, you turned your face
Stomp.
away.
Oh yeah,
And so
that's effective.
in the eternal fields of Tau.
This might turn out to be a very quiet mission. Stomp. All I need to do is actually find where the power carriers are. Because if I don't find them, I can't actually progress the mission. There is a flaw in my plan here. If everything is not moving towards me, how am I supposed to get the power cells? Mild problem. They don't really stand out. Oh, there we go. Did not mean to bang my head there, but it's fine. Yeah, I would be in favor of, you know, excavators having a default... Oh, my energy has been consumed. Of a default progress over time, and that the power cells double the speed. Hell, I'd go for triple the speed. Just so you don't reach points of, oh wow, there's no power cells around. Guess we're not making progress. Like the elevator? Exactly like the elevator. Ascension mission, yeah. Well, actually, no, that one runs out of power. But like how you can get the triple speed on it. Temporary, yes. At least this gun is a one-shot kill wherever I look at them. Seriously? No power cells? Oh. There we go. Right. Power cell. No! Oh, bollocks. Well, that's going to be problematic. I think my CC range covers that, but still, that's... Oh, no, no, it does not cover that. Oh, no, that's not healthy. This is healthy, though. This is a good number of these. And the other one's about to finish, so... It's not the end of the world. But that was a little rough. Okay. Something tanked that, and it wasn't me. Thank goodness. Restomp. Let's get rid of this thing. I don't like it. There we are. It's my singular issue with excavation is that enemy spawns can just cause the mission to not soft lock, but certainly feel like there's nothing you can really do to progress, and that does just feel rough. Once you've got the cells building up, yeah, everything's fine and dandy. But until then... Punish. This is about the right time to be setting your avatars if you are VIP or subscriber. Absolutely. Using that pick frame. If you're not a subscriber or VIP, you can't use the pick frame command for the giveaway arena. It's entirely cosmetic. It is a skin, but it allows you to express yourself in a different way. Yeah, man. Spawning spawns. I don't want to have to abandon the area to go find a power cell that dropped 200 meters away, although I probably am going to have to. Yeah, let's go for a wander. Okay. Can I... Nope. Can't put some on-call crew here to help me out. Oh, ha! There we go. Just in time. That's what I needed. Alright, I didn't come from that way. I came from up this way. No, I did not. Okay, my memory is bad. Those of you for the first time here, you'll very rapidly learn I have no sense of direction. All of that went to my brothers. I have no sense of direction. So... At this point, I'm not actually sure where I came from. Because I would have bet fully on up there. So... I don't think... Has this come back on itself already? I don't know. This is why I like waypoints. AMFD in geography? Hey, I will have you know. I got an A in geography. Geography is not just about being able to not get lost. In fact, I'll go further as to have you know that when it comes to cartography, I'm plenty good at that. It's just I need the tools and devices to help me do that. When you put me in just a series of caves and weird rusty areas and ask me which way is left, I'm going to turn on the spot and left keeps moving with me and it's really confusing.
Bones of my father, fathom drowned, behold me.
No orientation? Not without a compass. Or some kind of landmarks in combination with a marked map to follow. Again, give me the tools, give me the means, give me the abilities, we're good. But without the tools, without the abilities, yeah, I'm screwed. We've seen it on stream when I've done a Minecraft stream. I have genuinely rowed out into the ocean on a boat for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, read something from chat, and then gone, wait, which way was my base? And I got it wrong when I guessed. Regulars here will confirm that has happened. It ain't my thing. Give me the power cells, plus. Yeah, back when lodestones required netherite to build on Minecraft, now they're a lot cheaper, but when they used to require netherite, the first netherite I'd get in the world, I would spend not on a pickaxe, not on armor, not on tools, I would spend it on a lodestone, so that I could set a compass to my base. Yeah. And I needed it. Many times have I needed it. Alright, we are 4 out of 5 done, 1 more to go. You know what? This will make it just a little bit faster, won't it? There we are. You used a paper map once during your geography lessons like 5 years ago? I've used plenty of paper maps. Hell, I made one. I mapped out a 21 square kilometer area, not just mapping the surface, I'll have you know, mapping out the geology of that area. 21 square motherfucking kilometers, I'll have you know. Guys, don't start typing random commands in. Who started that? Mods, time out for 1 minute, whoever started that one. No. No, no, you're not going to cause spam in my chat. We see enough of it in the Warframe official chat. We're not doing it here. But yes, I've made maps. I have followed maps. I've done orienteering, all that jazz. I can read a compass better than most of you can. I'm certain of that. Hell, I know the difference between a compass and a compass clinometer. Have any of you here got multiple compass clinometers in your house? But again, my sense of direction is shit. Yeah. Is there a site showing all the pick frame options? There is indeed! Exclamation mark avatar. For all of the avatars you can pick for the giveaway arena. Come on, excavator! Alright, so now I've got like 2 minutes to kill the archon. That's not going to happen, is it? We're going to have to just run a little over on this one. Or we can just go straight to the giveaway arena and then come back to the archon. Yeah, let's do that, because then I can give all the time in the world to my companion. How deep did you have to draw your 21 square kilometer map? So it was on an A0 sheet of paper. That is 1 square meter of paper. So, I mean, you can piece together from there. I think that was, what, 1 to 25k? Yeah. That's huge? That is huge, yes. Anyway, yeah, so... For those of you who are over in the States and don't know what A0 paper means, perhaps, because you use standard letter instead, this sheet of paper right here, this is A4, okay? This is an A4 sheet of paper, so you get an idea of the dimensions. A3 is double that size. A2 is double the size of A3. A1 is double again. A0 is double again. So that's 2, 4, 8, 16 times the size of this. How many hours did that take? Too many, because it was my dissertation for my degree. On top of a 10,000 word report. On top of actually being out in the field for the weeks to find the appropriate rocky outcrops, to do the studies, and then to take samples and bring it back to the lab, have the lab slice up the samples so I could put it under the microscope to identify what was within the microscopic elements of the rock samples, both normally and using cross polars to assess the birefringence. Shit lot of it. Yeah, my degree was in geology. It was an absolute travesty of a thesis. I absolutely hated it. I have shown it to no one because I hated that much. It was quite literally the worst time of my life so far. Yeah. Yeah. Does England have a different A rating than other countries, such as Japan? Well, I've never been to Japan, so I wouldn't know. I'll be quite honest with you on that. But the A rating of paper is a standard across many countries. Many countries. That is defined by having A0 as the 1 meter square with the appropriate proportions, whatever the proportions actually are. And then each grade of A below that is exactly half. You take A0, you fold it in half, you've got an A1. You fold that in half, you got an A2, and so on, and so on, and so on. That's exactly what it's designed to do. What's my favorite rock flavor? I mean, come on. Come on. Come on now. It's obviously galena. Obviously. Okay, please, no one go eat any galena or even lick it. It's no, don't. Please no. Please no. I realize now there are some of you who would risk it just for the biscuit. Please no. There. Are you crazy, or does it not at all look like it halves? Well, here's the thing I can show you. First of all, Katadin, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper and enjoy a lovely blue sub badge and all the other bits and pieces along with that there. Bite, we're not going to go on that info dump today. I'm not taking that bait. But for those of you who don't believe that A4 is indeed halvable into A5 and then into A6, if we take one sheet of this paper here, I don't actually know how long I've had that pad of paper there. I've not used it, but it is there. Lucas, you're incorrect. But also, if someone says the opposite to what you said, they're also incorrect. So, just stop. So this A4 here, and this lovely, lovely postcard, which you can redeem, is A6. And at first glance, you might be like, okay, yeah, it's smaller, but is it exact? Well, if we take this, we fold this in half. Best that I can, I'm going to line that up very roughly, because I don't want to be here for the next 20 hours. Some ice is a rock? Yes. Ice can be a rock. Not ice is a rock. Ice can be a rock. That fold did not quite work. I'm going to try and neaten that up a bit. I wasn't looking as I folded it. So now I folded it in half, and so that is now the dimensions of A5. And you'll see we're getting close to the postcard. If I put the postcard on one side now, you'll see how that lines up like that. So if I do indeed fold that again, one more time to go from the A4 to the A5 to the A6. No comment on those A roads. And then we line up the postcard onto there. And you see that is indeed a match. That is A6. So, RIP handcam. So there you have it. Not only is it a very snazzy postcard, which one can indeed earn for themselves, but second of all, the A of the paper sizes do in fact work. We're not bullshitting you. We are not bullshitting you. And on that bombshell, I think it's about time we do our next round of entries into the giveaway. So let's switch around the bits and pieces for that. Once again, let's kill the background music because we have our own from the program. We've got our next set of Varuna entries. Let's move my camera out of the way again. and open it up. Oh, wait, no, wait. I need to set the timer. I did it again. Set the timer. And let's open it up. All right, exclamation mark, enter into the chat there. Exclamation mark, enter into the chat to be one of the 5 people going through to the finale for the Varuna Prime Access giveaway. So again, as a reminder for those of you who are new to this, who don't know how we do it here on this stream, we like to keep things nice and fair here. So the way this works is that we've already had one set of entries 1 hour ago. We got this set of entries now, and we'll have another set of entries in about an hour's time. 5 people are selected each of those times. And of those 15, 1 will be our final winner right at the very end. So this gives you an opportunity to enter, even if you can't stick through to the end, and is a little bit of a reward to those who are here the entire 3 hours. Exclamation mark enter into the chat for a chance to be part of that. You just trust that you're somewhere in there? Yeah, we are at 200 odd names now. So I did consider, when adding in the timer to this program, because that wasn't there a few weeks ago, I did consider also changing the algorithm as to how to spread people around, so as to maybe make the names a little more visible. But when you've got this many people, it just doesn't work anyway. So there's no point putting in the effort. We'll stick with random. Random makes for fun stuff to happen. So yeah, you haven't seen landfill. Sorry, landfill quite like this since Trivia with Zach? Yeah. God, we had like 600 odd people on that one, I think. At least until it broke. And now it is resilient against such breakages. So you'll notice there is no lag, there is no stuttering, there are no issues whatsoever, despite the many people trying to enter at the same time. It is smooth. And we do love that. Alright, we're doing the draw in 5 seconds. Looks like pretty much everyone who wants to enter is in. And it's draw time. Okay then, who's it going to be? Now, once again, because we got so many entries, the fire rate increases to match. We are going to see many a Lavo obliterated here, and it's very many other frames joining in the fight. Only 5 of you are going to be passing through to the finale from this round. Who those 5 are going to be, we'll see in just a moment. Here they are, our 5 of the next round of finalists.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
There we go. So that gives us a Zorono there, a Sylveon Surfer, a Michi Ferry, a Random Ferret Face, and a Flosho 991. You 5 are all through to the finale. We'll see which one of you, or one of the 5 in the final bit, will be our actual Varuna Prime Access winner. We'll see. You lagging? I mean, it looks like you were fine there, Random Ferret Face. It looks like you were fine there. Now, Zoro not here, or Zoro no there, whichever it is, I'm not sure. The capitals get vanished by the bot for some reason. Was this second or final round? This is second. There's still one more chance to join in 1 hour's time. One more chance to join in an hour's time. But yes, Zoro, do make sure you use the exclamation mark IGN command if you've not already done so. Because otherwise, if you end up being the winner, you're not going to receive it. And that will be bad. What's the command? It's exclamation mark IGN. Let's get that on record. So should you win, you actually do receive it. And that is definitely the best. Right, that is where we are on that stage there. Let's exit out of that. We will come back to that arena in an hour's time. Don't you worry about that. Why am I hearing a ping in game? Who was that? That was someone showing me their Hildren Prime luck. I thought we were about to kill an Archon, not look at a Hildren. What is this Hildren? Is this... I'm going to rate it. If it's good, you're great. You'll be fine. If it's not good, I'm going to have to ignore on you. Never to hear from you again. Let's find out. What is this Hildren? This is a very edgy Hildren, my word. I'm fairly certain I have known many a 14-year-old who would go for this kind of approach, and then one person well into his 30s who also had that style of fashion. Exceptionally edgy, but there we are. All the same, a very power stance on your Hildren there. It is indeed a Doom frame Hildren. You get a pass this time. You get a pass. You have done well. Alright, it's time for the companion to shine. It is time for the companion to show what it is made of. To decimate the archon. And if it so happens that the companion does not shoot the archon, I will just have to be sad. Yeah. But it's fine. I've got guns, so if it comes to it, shooty, then we looty. One of the two will happen. So, Archon Hunt, final showdown. My companion is as geared to the nines as I dare to let it be. Let's see.
Archon Amar yearns for the new creation that Zul has promised him.
He does.
He imagines he will be a lord of the wilderness.
Alright, oh, no, no attacking, no attacking, no, no. I would like to gather some more energy along the way, but we can buff up the companion when it comes to it.
Stop him.
Fuck us. Yoink. Let's do that, actually. That'll be a source of energy along the way. There we go. Now, because I'm not using my primary weapon, I'm not giving my companion buffs that could apply there. So it will be a little bit weaker than it could theoretically be, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's just keep this going. Raw. That is a heat one. That is a heat one. 395% heat. 264% on the raw. And it can indeed attack it.
When he creates duplicates, look for the one that is armed.
It's not taking heat procs, which is a little unfortunate. Hey, companion. Can you... Well, that was weird. I don't know what's going on there, but, I think I need to interact with this one myself. Wow. Okay, yep, Burston do indeed go burr. Companions can't give away the game on that bit, I suppose. It did break the overguard, but then it just kind of broke. Oh well. Right. Worm is stronger than you. It is a very upgraded worm. Dare I say, it could take over from the Greer Queens. Truly the best of worm. Anything you have to do specifically to enter the giveaway? You just need to use !enter when I call for it, which is not now. Not right now. Mods will time out people who use that command at the wrong time. They have my full authorization on that. Alright, looks like the companion can handle this bit as well. That's actually awesome. Companions for the win. And by companions, I mean basically Sentinels. Sentinels are amazing. I know others can do other things, but Sentinels are amazing. You cannot convince me otherwise. Alright, let's head to this location. This should be quick. Ta-da! I just walk around them. I just walk around them. If we get too bad, can we time out until after the next giveaway? No. No, let's not be like that. People will get the message, it's very simple. So yes, whilst in some very large streams, they just have to accept it and deal with the fact that there will be a lot of spam of random commands that don't actually do anything. You all have seen on various streams, either from Warframe or other channels, when that happens. Here, I like to be able to actually read the chat and interact with you guys, because what's the point of me being here, live streaming to you lot, if I can't actually interact with y'all? So, we do take a dim view of spam. It's also why the bot has so many responses to help cover the, dare I say, obvious questions. Alright, Amar has done this thing again. Luckily, we can use the mini-map to know it's this one. Okay, need to let my companion do this next bit. There we go, companion succeeded. Re-up the raw buff. So unfortunately, we're not getting to utilize the heat here, which is a massive letdown, as it is a big part as to how this works. But we can still just, you know, deal quite a bit of damage to it. Well, let's keep Worm out of all of the damaging fields. And yep, there we go. Requiring just 2 shots from myself there to deal with the clones. All the rest of that was companion.
Now, he has a near trophy. Good job.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant just how powerful they can be. Now, granted, this is with buff soup. I'm using raw, I'm using thermal transfer, and I have a 300% extra strength bonus. But still, you can't be too mad at the results there. And we do not get a Tower Forged. It's still a Crimson Shard. They're very useful. 8,000 Ender as well. I'll put it on the pile. All good there. You do it with the minimap? Oh, I didn't know you could do it with the synthesis scanner. Yeah, I just look at the minimap. There's only one that's actually an enemy. The rest are just illusory. So, yeah. How much endo am I at now? Let's have a look. So, in the mod console, I'm at 545,000 endo. And in my endo storage locker, a little bit more. I might be at about 1 million, just over 1 million endo at the moment. There you are. There's a little bit up there, just in case. And if anyone is curious as to how many Iotans are in this room, the simple answer is I can't put any more decorations in this room. We tried that. There are a couple other non-Iotan decorations in here, like, for example... Actually, wait, did I get rid of them all? No, oh, damn. Well, there's one drone. I think there's one drone in here still, maybe? By default. Room was on the stairs? Yeah, I think so. Let's see. If I switch to decorate. Oh my. No, yeah, I did actually strip everything else out. So yeah, whatever the capacity is for this room, divide it by capacity per Iotan, and that's how many Iotans are in here. This is... It's all Iotans. Drone is still there? Where is the drone then? If you're claiming it's still there. One drone at the window? Hold up. One drone at the window. Ah, there you are. Come over this way. I couldn't see that. You can sit there. No, you cannot sit there. Don't take it off my hands, game. You, come with me. I will pass through into here, into my expanding drone sanctuary. There you go. Right then. Vault speed boost in decorate mode, plus. How many of these came from my Oricon testing video? Fewer than you might expect. There's a lot of sculptures here. Those are not socketed. Okay. Let's go ahead and fix that. So you are socketed, and you are socketed. Still muted here, don't know why, and you are socketed. There we go. Alright then, so one of you, let's go there, and what? That drone really did not do a lot. There's a hotkey for that? Yes, for socketing item sculptures, it is Y. If you're on console, it might be triangle or something like that. But yeah. So yeah, that drone, that did a lot. that did a lot, didn't it? Yes. Okay. Well. I think that is now actually everything. I think there is nothing but items in here now. Because yeah, I don't seem to have anything else I can remove that is affecting the capacity. We've done it. We've done it. Yep, 0 capacity available. It's all Iotans. All the way down. Ray asking, are we bringing back the Melt Them Redeem? So the Melt Them Redeem was for many channel points, but we've since had alternatives for that. And regardless, the Melt Them All Redeem was never actually redeemed for channel points. It was redeemed for bits. So if someone would like to challenge Quintus's legacy, because it was Quintus who did it many a year ago, if someone would like to challenge Quintus's legacy and go ahead and cheer that many bits again, then we will have a redux of it. In the meantime, Zentensu, thank you very much for dropping your prime here. Much appreciated. Welcome into the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge and all the other bits and pieces to go with that there. Cheers. Or was it 10k or so? It was a little bit more than 10k. So if I recall correctly, I think I had set it at 500,000 channel points. And when Quintus asked me what would be the exchange rate between channel points and bits to buy it for bits instead, I joked with them but said, oh, let's call it 10 to 1. Quintus said, sure, why not? And then a couple of weeks later, 50,000 bits. Which, for those of you who don't stream on Twitch and don't know how that works, each 1 bit is 1 US cent to the streamer. So that was $500 of a tip to the stream, basically. And Twitch takes its cut out of that. If any of you dare to open up the buy bits button and have a look, you can see what it takes to get 50,000 bits. And that is how much someone wanted to see every single one of my item sculptures that I had there turned into endo. All of them gone. All of them gone. So yes, if it's 50,000 bits or a $500 tip, whichever way around you choose to do that, I will melt down every single sculpture in your name. How much endo did I get out of that? It was about 600,000, which you'll notice I still have about 545,000 off because I generate that much endo just by playing the game as it is, that I've had a net minus 100k since then in years. Yeah. How many bits to trade all the sculptures to you? No. But nice try. Nice try. Clash was saying 50k bits is actually over $600. So 50k bits is $500 to yours truly, but Twitch has its cut as well, so you end up paying more, which is why Ellie is suggesting if you wanted to do something like that, do a tip instead. However, Zelon has decided to go down the subscribing route and has subscribed for 16 months now. Much appreciated there, Zelon. Much appreciated. Ooh. Cheers. The cost of a sculpture in terms of capacity is 5 capacity. So that means if it's a 1600 deco capacity, I should have, what's that, 320 sculptures in there? Should be something like that, yeah. Do I have a video on what each focus school is good for? Not in so many words, no. Not in so many words. So what the focus schools do is pretty much what they say on the tin. Naramon is indeed your melee focus one, Zenric is your caster focus one, Madurai is your damage buff focus, especially with the, where is it? A Void Strike one. Consume all your energy, deal 10% additional damage for each percentage of energy consumed. It doesn't say how much energy you actually have for that to work with, but the answer is you get a 1000% damage buff with that, which is insane for Operator. Anairu is defense strip and defense bolstering on yourself. So armor buff, armor strip, shield strip. And then Vazarin is medic, more than anything. So it has crowd control built into it with... there it is, a Void Snare. It has protection for allies with Guardian Shell, has instant revives available to it, healing for yourself and for your team. And even into the Tower and Strike is yet more medic. Doesn't one of them armor strip? Yeah, that'll be the armor strip I mentioned with Anairu just a moment ago, yeah. That was the exact prior one I just mentioned. So that is the general breakdown. Caster, melee, power, defense, both strip and bolstering, and then medic. Largely speaking. You're on a massive delay? Yeah. I suppose this is a good time to remind anyone who's been watching for more than an hour. Twitch slowly accrues more and more delay over time, as whenever there's like the slightest delay in sending you the data, it doesn't catch back up to live, it catches up to the last bit of data. So the longer you're watching, the more you fall behind and behind. So if you've been watching for at least an hour, I'd recommend hitting that refresh every now and then, just to make sure you are not behind that. I have pre-rolls turned off, so you shouldn't be immediately hit by an ad for that. Also, you can compare how long it took for that to start compared to when Ellie sent it in the chat. Thank you for that, Ellie. We have now just played Octavia's rendition of Baby Shark to over 300 people. Love it. Oh. How long should you watch the stream until it can be considered time traveling? I mean, I'm always in the past. You're never seeing me as I am now, you're seeing me as I was. So, congratulations, you are already a time traveler. Hello from the future. It is just as bleak as it has been the rest of the day. Oh, and speaking of time travel, we have a hello from Australia. How is tomorrow? Oh dear. How is tomorrow? You're saying 23.5k roughly to postcard. May actually get this year. Ooh, you're closing in on one of those. Closing in. Nice. Ellie is above the demand for postcard. Ellie decided, nah, funnies. Funnies is better. Also, we have an orange request. Yeah. Right. Now, I've babbled and blithered other words. I believe I've gotten all of the archon shards I can get. Did I forget about one in here? I thought I checked through earlier, but I'll double check. No. Oh, what? Nope. I did forget. There is indeed a topaz shard right at the end of the calendar. Okay. Well, that is indeed going to be a little bit of work. So let's work through on that. Kill with melee. Attack roll with melee. Kill Skuldra. Kill Skuldra with melee. Kill more with melee. My. We're just cutting everything down, aren't we? And then destroy a tank. Not with melee? No? Nope, not going to add that one on it? Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's melee. Let's melee. Now, you might be wondering, Ken, are you going to do something nice and exotic? Are you going to bring out some Gara Core shenanigans? Are we going to go crazy with Atlas? Are we going to bring out some wild Varuna tech based on the recent short? And if you've been thinking any of that, you clearly do not understand me as a person. I have my special interest. So, I suppose I should probably switch off as Eric if I'm on Lavos. That always triggers people. Lavos. Let's go murdering. Now, I am going to switch my companion over to the no shooty build because my companion's not melee. That would be a little bit of a problem, wouldn't it? Let's not have that problem. What was that one, by the way? Tech with abilities. Oh, wow. There was a little bit of variety in there, but that was Dante's doing. So, yes. Tech with melee to start. Oops. Let's see. Now, with that relatively low number, I should be able to just do it through a single exterminate, which will be fine. Zenerica's Void on Talons, 1 more stack of Impetus. If I were running Impetus, it would matter. You're very right. Big if. Right. Zoris go Burr. For anyone who has not yet understood the sheer, unadulterated power of an Influence Zoris, it is ludicrous that we still have access to this kind of tech. And then Lavos just adds to it so much. Does the Constructive Prime count as a melee kill? I don't know if it counts for the calendar because I've never tested. I would like to say yes, but this game is about as consistent as my ability to finish that sentence well. To put it in the most unhelpful terms. Suffice to say, I can't say for certain.
Supply cache flipped into self-destruct. Get worksy. A few Fervon charges.
Let's grab some Fervons.
Know this.
That one was
Open that thing and the tech rot will
surprisingly close to me. Makes it nice and easy. In that goes. Let's find the other one. Where, oh where would it be hiding, I wonder? Oh, I think I just saw it. No, I didn't. I can hear it. Aha! Even in Warframe, sorry, in Warframe, even the exceptions of exceptions? Yeah. Yeah. If you think you know something in Warframe and you didn't test it yourself or get it from a reliable source, you may be misinformed. Not necessarily, but this game will surprise you. I'm not sure what I would say is even the most surprising inconsistency or weird interaction I've come across at this point. I genuinely don't know. Because there's just been so many. Was adding melee influence a mistake? Oh, now isn't that a question? Ooh. Was adding melee influence a mistake? Melee influence is an exceptionally powerful arcane, and it allows melees to be very competitive with a lot of existing AoE options. Because melees tend not to be either very good at AoE or no AoE at all. Now, is melee influence itself a mistake there? Or is it that the game encourages so much AoE and there's a singular AoE arcane for melee? I think melee influence's power is more symptomatic than a fault. It's more symptomatic. Because, if there were a greater set of objectives where influence couldn't fix things, then we would see more of a focus on other builds, wouldn't we? If there are more circumstances where you would need to have your melee generate armor, as with fortification. If there were more circumstances where you can control your shields reliably enough to get sufficient value out of the shield to damage arcane. The Zoris does look very good in low light, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a beautiful and powerful weapon. Gotta love the combo. But yeah, I don't know that I'd want to see influence necessarily nerfed, although it is a very, very high point. So it is tough to work with. I will not mince my words on that one. But I would rather see things made similarly powerful. To give a, honestly, in my opinion, a good example, is to see the reactions of Roseheim and Clover as I took them through some of the things you can do in Apex Legends these days. That was on my live stream on Friday. I was joined by them too. It was an absolutely wonderful stream. I highly recommend you check that out. The VOD is here on Twitch. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow, because I forgot to do it over the weekend. But suffice to say, their constant reaction to pretty much any other legend being showcased was, oh my god, that is really powerful and cool. Holy hell. They could see the power of each individual character, and they could see the circumstances in which they just shine. They are amazing. And that is what power fantasy style stuff should be. Not a bunch of mediocre things balanced to be mediocre, a bunch of 10% here, a kill trigger there, or something else here. No. Areas of absolute power where you go, this is amazing! But then you say it for everything, because everything has its place. And if something doesn't have a place, either make it more powerful in its place, or give it a new place. I prefer the idea of giving more space to items than necessarily nerfing. Nerfs should be kept for when things step beyond the scope. When it goes from this is really powerful in what it does to this is actually just taking away the game. There is no game anymore. Name Assassin saying there are any issues with the stream. Reloading hasn't helped. It's definitely working for me. So can someone let Name Assassin know it's on their end? Because they've tried reloading and it's just not working for them. Oh dear. From C.S. Anderson, thoughts on a Vectis Riven with multi-shot, crit chance, minus recoil, and minus slash for upcoming Incarnate? I mean, we don't know what the upcoming Incarnate is actually going to be, so it's kind of hard to say on that basis, but multi-shot, crit chance, minus recoil, minus slash, that always sounds good. So, you're probably going to be fine. Yeah, you're probably going to be fine. Alright, what's it got for me here? It has got, take a perk. Do I need these? Oh, strength. I'm playing Lavos, I don't really need it, but, ooh, strength. I can't help myself. Oh, wait, hang about. Alright, yeah, there's just next thing to claim. Kuva or mod drop chance booster? Yoink. More endo. More endo! Right then, Skuldra troops, let's go obliterating. Oh, okay. That was an easy one. Alright, let's change this up to... Oh, wait, weapon max, there we go. And now, how many did it say? 350. Okay, that's a little bit more than an exterminate mission. That is a little bit more than an exterminate, so I'm going to need to go into a survival on that. Sorry, I'll need to go into a hell scrub on that. Survival. But before I do go into that, because of all of the hydrates, I need to BRB because I need to refill my water. So, before we get straight onto that, be right back. Favorite tea flavor for Sundays, like today? Every day. English breakfast. Every day. BRB. Alrighty then, shall we continue? I think we shall continue. Okay. So it was Hellscrub, Scaldra, need to do... Yeah. Let's go for this. Ellie's saying, quick, while Ken's not here, I have sacrilegious behavior to confess. I put coffee in the Kenjin mug. I mean... Look, let's get off the bike a sec, okay? Let's address this. It's okay. You're allowed to put whatever you like into that mug. If you want it to be coffee, if you want it to be tea, hot chocolate, soup, whatever the hell Athlia made many times over, go right for it. It's your mug. Just go for it. Alright, let's murder. Hey! Now, I need to be doing just any old murdering on these guys, which is absolutely fine with me. I've got plenty of tools for murder at my disposal. It doesn't need to be the Zoris all the way, and so it won't be. Okay, thank you. I was beginning to get concerns there. There we go, right. Full charge. And it's the laser beam of doom. You might be wondering, Ken, isn't this a laser? Yes, but it's still a laser beam. Look at this. That's a laser beam. The fire rate on my laser is definitely laser beam territory. Plant a plant in a mug? Honestly, if you grow a flower in one of my mugs, I want to see the pictures. That sounds amazing, and I'd love it. Bonus points if you grow marigolds in one, because marigold's my favorite. I would genuinely love to see that. Yeah, I've heard of people using a mug for gifts for colleagues at work because they loved the slogan. I've heard of people using it as a paintbrush holder or paintbrush cleaner. Tea, coffee, hot chocolate, some frankly demonic concoctions. Do as you wish. Not peonies? No, I said marigolds. If you want to grow peonies in a mug, go right ahead. Exclamation mark merch, and you can pick yourself up a mug today. That was indeed you, Ray, yep. I pay attention. A one-time use projectile weapon. I mean, they're relatively durable, depending on how hard you throw it and what you throw it at. You might get more... No, let's not attack people with the mug, please. I don't want to be associated with projectile weaponry. It'll do a lot of damage. Okay, I do not condone this kind of violence perpetrated on people IRL. We'll stick to video game violence, thank you very much. It's very effective. So... I hope that's very clear to you all. Yeah. If it's in legitimate self-defense? Okay, I mean, if there is a legitimate self-defense case whereupon your mug saves the day, then I also want to see that newspaper article. Yes, please. If you can get the logo in the picture... You'll get VIP. No, I'm not incentivizing that. Let's not. Let's not. That is not a qualifying criteria. What's the damage breakdown on the mug? It has a unique damage type. It is a damage type that is missing in Warframe. It is somewhere between psychic, intellect, and impact. It is a very curious object. It can be modded with heat. You can absolutely, you know, put a hot cup of coffee together. It'll be modded with heat, but the default stats that it comes with are certainly something to behold. Emotional damage? Well, I don't try to provide emotional damage to you, my viewers. Many of you come here already suffering from that status effect, but you know, we welcome you all in all the same. I feel like I'm constantly fighting these guys and still losing the life support, so let's just grab this. Let's see, what's my kill rate? Oh yeah, my kill rate is abysmal. What the fuck?
But it wouldn't be very much fun if you left now.
I didn't realize my kill rate was that bad at the moment. I need to step it up. It feels like I've been constantly engaged in rapid kills, but evidently not. I mean, if I'm gonna just miss because I'm shooting at a gate rather than an enemy, yeah. Well, we got the 350 Scaldra fruits, so that's good enough. Let's just get out of here. We don't need to stick around. We need to progress the calendar. Because I need my archon shards. Not sure what I need a topaz shard for, I'll be quite honest with you, but it's an archon shard and I want it. And that is as good a reason as any. I did not mean to jump like that. Okay, this exit is a little bit further away than I thought. Yikers. There we go. We made it. Ow. Whew.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Hello there, Elsie. Welcome in, if only briefly perhaps. Hope you're doing well. Am I going to co-stream on Friday? That is the dev stream, is it not? And probably yes. When it was on the Saturday, it was an absolute hard no, because that is my day off. But for a Friday one, probably yeah. What have we got here? Can't say I'm all that yay about most of that, so I'm just going to grab that. And then, let's see, let's just grab a random arcane. And now we need to kill another 150 Scaldra. Now that might be doable in an Exterminate, which will be a bit quicker. This is the Scaldra one. Fingers crossed. If emotional damage is a status, can you use Rolling Guard to remove it? Well, here's the question, Dr. Will. Do you personally, IRL, have Rolling Guard? If not, how relevant is it to you? Wiz left the stream to run in the background to run some errands. How's it going? Welcome back, Monkey. Welcome back. You don't need to sit on your keyboard before you type, but it's all good. You have all the mods IRL, but they're all flawed. I mean, that's still better than most people. That's a lot of mods to have. I don't even have a mod console. The only upgrade I've got is to fix a downgrade I picked up at some point recently. Yeah. Need a little bit of vision correction.
Just pinged one of Scaldra's secret stashes. Use the Fervon charges to mount the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you,
what's my favorite weapon?
they will not be happy
At this point, it's probably Burstin. Burstin Incarnum, because, oh my word, is that beautiful. Close seconds, though, would go to Laterman's Oris. Hence, my current loadout is literally that. Okay, there was no headshot there for demonstration purposes, but like, look at this on the lights. Look at this and just... I mean, how can you not enjoy a projectile weapon that fires so many projectiles, so glowy, it looks like a laser beam? It is obnoxious, and I love it. I don't need a fraction of the shots per second for most targets. Yeah, see that? That's... But it's still fun.
Cash soon?
Oh, let's grab the
Instead of
cash.
deadlock
Alright,
permanently.
alright.
Clock's
I'm on
ticking.
my way.
For Furbon charges.
Alright, supply cache nearby. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ah, there's one of them. And then for the other charge, probably somewhere in this direction. There it is. That was easy. How do I imagine would like stuck in Incarnate mode to be? Honestly, so long as it's just not bad. That's my entire request. Just don't be bad. Although, also, I would say let's not have Torrent 2.0. I don't mean in terms of power. I mean, oh, wait. Kill with melee? Oh, I thought it was just kill this whole time. It's kill with melee for this one now. Just kill was the previous one. Dang it! How many enemies have I killed with not melee? Dang it! Alright. Yeah, with Stug firing in a similar fashion to Torrid. If Stug Incarnate is basically just Torrid Incarnate for firing modes, I'll be a little let down. But beyond that, we'll get what we get. And I'm happy to just let D cook and see what they serve us. If it's fun, I'll enjoy it. If it's not, I'll call it out. Simple as that, really. Abby. Are mercy kills necessary in this kind of content? No. Do I still do them anyway because I can? Yeah. Nice shield, mate. Unfortunately, I can still see the head. Oh, let me buff stuff up. Where was he even going? Why did he walk straight past me? What was up with that guy? Did I give him a concussion before I killed him? Alright. Mods! If you'd be so kind. A permanent one.
It's so difficult to get rid of these slugs. Throw more troops at them.
Alrighty. Yeah, if you see the history, you'll know why. So, am I going to get my kills here? I probably should have enough, actually, in terms of targets needed to kill. The problem is if they become too many tech rots. This guy refuses to die in an ordinary fashion. Hold on. Oops, that's not a melee weapon. Yeah, we have a really good mod team on this channel. Although, I'll be quite honest with you, it's not just the mod team. We largely have a very good community here. The mods usually don't have to do that much work, aside from just occasionally pointing out a command for people, and I love that. I love that we don't need to have a hyper-vigilant, always-on, very populated mod team. Hell, for the first few years of this community, we basically had 2 mods running the show. We do have a few more these days to help cover more time zones, more opportunities, and just give others a bit more of a break. But yeah, we have a brilliant mod team here as a result of a brilliant community. I genuinely love that. You come into some streams and you see the toxicity, you see the snide comments or the spam, and you're wondering like, why is this being allowed to happen if nothing else? Or even if it is being addressed, you see just how much more of it there is. You wonder how. But here, nah, we're good. We're good. How's Ray, we've been over this. Ray, we've been over this.
They fought well.
Flo saying, really hope they make Stuck Incarnate do 0 damage. The real upgrade would be in the bottom right of the screen, where it would show us Carmine, Seti, Tenet, Kuva, Coda, Prisma, Telos, Vacor, Recti, Sancti, Secura, Cynoid, Dex, Mutilus, Proboscis, Mark 1, Stug, Vandal, Wraith, Umbra, Prime. That certainly would be a lot. Yeah. That certainly would be a lot. Alright, was that enough melee? I got 169 melee kills. 169? But apparently 30 of them were not Skuldra troops. Okay, right, that's fine. I can do this. I'm not gonna cry over it. I'm just gonna go into another mission and we'll just hit a few more Skuldra. It'll be fine. That's why you dislike them mixing Tekrot with Skuldra? I mean, it makes sense. It's just, yeah. Although, it could have been that it was counting the cars. Actually, is that a thing? Hold on. Well, that was a very sad car horn, and nope. Cars do not count as kills. Good to know. Okay. Who's Beardface? Beardface was the first and the most dedicated mod we've ever had. I'm sorry, mod team, as you are now. Any of you who know the story know that Beard sits atop that throne and will never, never be usurped. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, everything we seem to know, well, we don't really know a lot at this point, but Beard is probably no longer on this planet. And there are political reasons behind that, which make it a very difficult topic. But yeah. It's just going to skip past that. I haven't got the time for it. Alright, a couple more arcanes, why not? I know I could have grabbed the blueprint there, but I don't really care. So, oh my god, another 500 enemies with melee weapons, and they have to be in 99. Can't go elsewhere for it. Okay. Okay. Off we go again, murdering. Let's go for... that doesn't generate a lot of kills, so let's go for the Tekrot Hellscrub. We haven't done that one yet. A flow. I very specifically dodged details. I hope that gives you enough reason as to why I'm not going to answer your question for more details. If I was going to share more, I would have already done so. Alright. Yeah, King Goblins. Catch up on your missions, since it doesn't count kills. Yeah. There are various bits that get in the way when it comes to the trackers. Every game has this issue. Some things are just difficult to track. Oh, but god, that's 300 meters away. Okay, I'm gonna be distracted. Grab that. Might come in handy. Now let's go. 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 Okay, we can make it in plenty of time. It's fine. I don't know what you're all concerned about. See? No problem. Do I have a favorite tower on strike? Ooh. It's not Naramon. I can rule that out. Xenarix, I'm not that happy with either. So we could rule that out. Let's see. So that leaves us the hammer, the staff, and the bow. Oh. I think, yeah, animation-wise, it's Naramons, animation-wise, but function-wise, I'd honestly give it to Nidri, that is the Vazarin one, for actually doing something uniquely interesting, which is the reviving of players. The bow is an effective-ish damage dealer. Emphasis on the ish, unfortunately. But it's not impressive enough to qualify. There you are. Sorry, Natty, that is an essay of trying to decipher a imaginary MTG table. I'm gonna pass. In the midst of all this, I'm gonna pass right now. Nope, not guns, not guns. It's a melee mission. Also, can these enemies stream it a little faster? I am going to struggle with life support if I have to constantly pop these. I've had 100 kills? Oh god. Oh, that's bad. Attack me faster, damn it. Attack me faster. Are they being body blocked again? Honestly, no idea. I'm just gonna have to hunt them down. Buffs run out, that's why that one was surviving. Percy, I would counter Eris tile set, which has some striking similarities to the issues you're no doubt experiencing personally. The Eris tile set is a miserable one to navigate. And to be honest, not that appreciable visually either. It's just a broken infested corpus ship, and to be honest, like, what more do you need from it? I'm gonna let A do its thing. What more do you need from it? But it's still just that. Do your device's specs have an effect on enemy density and spawn rate? My understanding is yes. Enemy spawn rate is connected to the host specifications. The full extent has never been thoroughly researched, but it is visibly there, yes. Zentensu's got their IGN in. Good, good, good. I think with this mission, yeah, I think with this mission, we'll be going ahead and going for the final draw time. So I'm not going to go for the tank fight after this. That's just going to add on a little bit too much time compared to what I promised as for timings for giveaways. So let's just get these kills and then get out of here.
Marking extraction. You can pull the ripcord whenever you need to. I won't judge.
Well, I'm glad you're not judging. That's wonderful. Thank you, Letty. Do I use inverted controls for Lavos? I can't remember what the default actually is, but the answer is I use tap for casting and hold for imbuing. Reason being is that when I want to cast, I want to cast straight away. It's just snappier. And when it comes to imbue, you can do imbuing whilst you're doing other things, including being in the cast animation. Now watch this. If I charge up the 4, cast the 4, I put the gas on before the 4's even finished happening. Now, I can just follow up into the other bits as needed. That's why I prefer it that way. Now, that is going to be a different experience for those of you on console. I was too slow. Oh, I scanned something though. Aha, I can scan you. There we are. Beer labels, stop complaining at me now. You can imbue 2 elements at the same time. That you can. Again, I think console cannot. And there we go. Right, how are we doing on the kills? 30 more to go. Alrighty. I don't know why that popped up as I thought about it, but it was nice that it did. And yeah, it just turns out whatever room I was in earlier, the enemies were just not getting to me quickly. There must have been some blocking going on, so moving out of that area definitely saved the mission. And this is a thing you may experience yourself in various survival missions, where enemies just have bad spawns for a room for no obvious reason. Chase them down. Find where the enemies are, just follow your minimap, and murder them there instead. Eventually, you'll end up in a good spawn area. Some missions are not great for a single static spawn area, so you may find you need to navigate around. That might be DE's intentional design, it's not clear. But in the end, it all worked out there, and that is good. That is good. Earlier you say I might have keyboard issue because I can't seem to infuse 2 elements simultaneously whilst holding W for movement. It might be that your keyboard can't take that many inputs at once. So there are restrictions on just how keyboards send information to the computer, and not every keyboard is the same on that. You can get some keyboards which allow an infinite number of them to be pressed at the same time and registered, whereas others will only let you down to as little as 2 keys at once. You do more than 2 keys, it just doesn't work. End key rollover, says Mythic Spirit. That sounds about right. Yeah, I don't know the exact terminology, but that does sound familiar. So yeah, this is something that what I first encountered, like a long time ago now, half a lifetime ago, and that was with regards to a multiplayer game I had on my laptop. It required many keyboard interactions, but we had one person on WASD and one person on IJKL, and if the person playing on the right hand side was pressing K and L at the same time, the person on the left couldn't press A and S at the same time, because that keyboard I had was only taking 3 keys. So the 4th key just wouldn't register, so it just didn't work. It's just unfortunate. But yeah. Alright, that is all of the faffing around on that. It is about time that we open up our third and final opportunity for you to get in with a chance to win on the Varuna Prime Access giveaway today. Yeah, let's kill the out-of-game music once again. Let's open up the draw program. It always takes a moment to load up. I am setting the timer this time. I am remembering to do it. Alright, let's get my face out of the way and open. There we go. Exclamation mark, enter into the chat for a chance to be part of winning that Varuna Prime Access. Remember, this is the final 5 people who go into the finale. We had 5 picked 2 hours ago. We had 5 more picked an hour ago. This is for our final 5, and all 15 names, they'll be put into one ultimate draw at the end here. The wall of people, that is a lot of people. We'll love to see it. We do love to see just how many of you are showing up in the stream here. And if you have been enjoying the stream, consider hitting that subscribe button, whether you get it for free as part of your Amazon Prime, or if you choose to support the channel directly, all is welcome on that. And if you don't want to support it through Twitch, if you'd rather, you can instead head on over to patreon.com/TheKengineer to support me through that instead. Because I understand and appreciate that some of you would not want to support the whole Twitch Amazon ecosystem. I give you alternative options. Either which way, if you are enjoying yourself and would like to support the channel, it is very, very much appreciated. Less than 1 minute to get in on this here. Exclamation mark enter for a chance to go on through on this. I can always say, I wonder if any of those already got a spot in the final enter this. I hope they aren't, to be honest, because that would be rude. If you're already in the finale, why try and take a spot from someone else? If I see that happening, I'm just going to have to get an extra name for it. Also, Amdrew445 with the 5 gifted subs out to the community there. Thank you very much to Amdrew. That's gone out to Coffin, to Slimy Slime, to Drugrim, to Saki Bear Rowan, and to Scravy Gravy. Amdrew, thank you very, very much on that. Much appreciated. Alright, about 20 seconds left to get in. Exclamation mark enter in the chat if you haven't already done so. This is, as I say, your last opportunity on that. Last opportunity. Zora say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were doing it again. Alright, well. Okay. Mistakes are made. That happens. I see we've still got a couple people sliding in. Last chance, last chance. Last chance? Alright, I think that is everyone. Let's do the draw. Here we go then. 200 odd people streaming on in. Look at that absolute wall of you. Facing off against the slightly overbuffed fragmented one. My bad. Oops. Sorry. Not sorry. We're going to need 5 people here. 5 finalists to pop on through. Let's have a see. Who are our 5 finalists going to be in? Fingers crossed on no duplicates there. I don't see a duplicate by the looks of that. That is good.
Excellent work, Tenno. The extraction point is up ahead.
There we go. It's Tanuki Winter, Fate 1114, the Great Caped Goomba, Ultimate Loser, and Blackmail 77 are last of the finalists. Which means I just need to grab those details from behind the scenes, grab it from the records of the program, and we'll pop through to see which of you 15 will be the finalist that takes the lot, the whole pot. Every last little bit of it. Let me just turn off the enter command now because we don't need that right now, and that would be a little bit silly if people were to use that otherwise. There we go. That is successfully disabled. What a fancy way to get the winners. Well, you know, I have to go a little bit extra, don't I? I just have to be a little bit extra. Right, let's grab my log of the winners up to this point. There we go. Ruiner entries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, that appears to have worked just nicely. Let's turn that into our actual finalists. Now, I don't have an automated system for this bit, so I am just manually separating it out. I could have found a way to do it. I didn't. But there we go. And there are indeed no duplicates. This is good. This is good. Alright then. So, if we reset out of that, we're going to set this to no timer needed. It's just as long as it takes me to put it in. You'll notice that the enter command will not work this time. Don't even try it. Actually, hell, you can try it if you want to. It won't do anything now. It won't do anything now. I just need to manually put these in and the entry program. Yep, you're confirming. I have done my job correct today. Huzzah. Instead, here are our 15 finalists. Here we are. We have one non-Lavos and everyone else is a Lavo. Only the best of the avatars, of course. It's why we make it the default. Alright. Nope, enter's not going to work this time. I see y'all trying. Nope, we've got our entries. We have our entries. Instead, one of these 15 are going to be claiming their prize there. There are indeed 15. My face is in front of one. I thought I wouldn't be with only 15, but nope, turns out... Sorry there, Tanuki. You are indeed right there. What's the plural form of Lavos? Lavos. Lavos is so powerful that he is already plural and singular within himself. It's why he's got the S on the end. However, any other variant of Lavo is also appreciated, whether it be Lavapodes, Levies, Levi, a Lavadorium. Every Lavo is valid, so take your pick, really. He can transmute any plural he likes. Alright then, of those 15, let's see, who's it going to be then? Who's it going to be? Who is our final winner today? The fire rate is massively lower now, so we only have 14 to take out, 1 to be our winner. The winner of the Varuna Prime Access, the entire set. Fate will have it. It was fated to be, and all those other puns you may wish to come up with. Fate 1114. Congratulations. You can look forward to that being delivered to your inbox in-game. No further action needed from you. We've already got your details here on record. That is going to be an entire Varuna Prime access coming your way, courtesy of DE. That means you've got Varuna Prime. You'll have the Prime weapons, the Prime accessories, the Prime glyphs. You'll have the Platinum. You'll have the boosters. Every little bit of it. You are lucky so-and-so. I don't even get that. Thank you so much, they say. You are very welcome. Now, for the rest of you, I know it's disappointing to not be a winner on that today. It is unfortunate, but don't you worry. We do have giveaways on almost every Warframe stream on this channel as well. Every Wednesday and Sunday, we do further giveaways. So if you have not won today, you can still look forward to other opportunities in the future. Don't you worry at all on that. But that now, having done that final giveaway, having done all those bits and pieces, is indeed where we are going to wrap it up today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. I do hope you have had yourself a wonderful time today, and I will be live again on Wednesday with some more good old Warframe. But in the meantime, have a great start to your week. And if you do want to see more of this, if you'd like to support the channel, consider also hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.